Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei was immortal and last race of werewolves Moiv 2. Before we start, please go support AndresFelipeSolanoDi in the black for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. This is the translated version I made. There will be some wrong he or she calling here because it's translated, so let me clear. This Issei is a male in this story. Season 2 Episode 1. The beast is back. We were at a party in the underworld. Rias. Sai brother, have you heard from Issei? Surziches. He is not still missing. These days we have been intensifying the search, but nothing without signs. Isara. I'm very worried, leaving without telling us anything, dear. Hineko. Uneasy. Surziches. Something is happening. Hineko. No. Rias. Brother, this party to celebrate the union and peace between the Nordic factions, don't you think it is unprotected? Surziches. Don't worry, we have the guards ready. Auden. Oh, but look who it is. Surziches. Auden-sama, nice to meet you. Roswis. Auden-sama, please have respect. Auden. If you continue like this you will never have a boyfriend. Roswis. Crying. Auden. Please ignore her, she always gets like this when they tell her she doesn't have a boyfriend. Kaneko. Uneasy marches. Rias. Kaneko follows her. Isara. It's been a while since Issei went to I don't know where, don't you think? Tiba. Yes, he helped me and I hope to return the favor, but where could he be? Weeks have passed and with them, many incidents as well. Isara. It's true, the thing about the Cows Brigade is worrying. Flashback. Ali. Honestly, if I can get stronger and fight strong opponents, I don't mind joining the Cows Brigade. Iku. Hehe, you're always like that, Vali. Ali. Although the only thing I regret is not being able to face Hyodo Issei, it makes me feel bad that he is missing, although well, if he were here maybe things would be different. Iku. Well, let's go disappear. End of flashback. Isara. Vali was right, it's not normal how long Issei has been missing. Where is he? Tiba. Or what is he doing? Elsewhere. After what happened in the multiverse I returned to Kuo, but I left immediately. In my race we had a law, if we failed to protect someone and we could only watch that person die, something that happened to me with the Issei infamous of that universe, we started a journey and we trained to be stronger. Now 2 weeks after training I can return home, and the best of all is that it is night. And the night is my time. If I find out that something happened to my friends, I will devour the blame. Azazel. Always so threatening. Issei. Issei. The leader of the fallen angels. Azazel, what are you doing here? Azazel. We've been looking for you and now I'm the coach of the occult club. Issei. How did you find me? Azazel. It wasn't easy, but believe me, if anyone is the best at finding rare powers, it's me. Issei. Why are you coming? Azazel. To take you to your friends. Issei. I see, I was missing all this time without saying anything. It's obvious that they would send people to look for me. I think I forgot to write a letter that I would be gone for a while. Azazel. Are you coming? Issei. Exactly where are they? Azazel. In the underworld. Issei. Something tells me that things won't go well, take me there. At the party. Hiroka. Oh, but look who my little sister is. Hineko. Sister, please stop. Hiroka. Stop me, Shirin, I have come for you. Rias. I don't think I can allow that. Hiroka. But look who it is, it's my little sister's mistress. Don't worry, Shirin, I'll free you very soon. Hineko. No, I'm sorry. Hiroka. Advertisement Senjutsu. Rias. Destruction. Both powers would collide, but it was obvious that Hiroka's power was superior. Hiroka. It's useless, Shirin, without a lover to return to, you can only be with me. Rias. Resisting. I must not lose here. But the rest. Auden. When will Azazel eat? Surziches. I don't know, but he told me he was going to get something important for the party. Auden. Something important for the party, well if it is him it will be something that attracts a lot of attention. Loki. I see you guys having fun. After those words, the faces of many darkened because someone who should not have been there was present. Auden. Loki boy, what are you doing here? Loki. Shut up, useless old man, make peace with the demons, have we God stop Solo? Auden. Be careful what you want to say. Loki. I'm going to start Ragnarok. Auden. Where did you hear that from? Loki. It doesn't matter now, they perish. Immediately a large and gigantic wolf came out of a magical circle. Isara. What is that? Bekeno. It is Fenrir, that beast whose fangs devour even the gods, be careful. At that moment the roof is crossed by someone. Issei. Sorry I'm late. Fenrir hits. Loki. And who the hell are you? Issei. Hyodo Issei. Damn bastard appears behind Loki and hits him. Azazel. I brought the important things for the party. Everyone was surprised to see who had arrived. Close. Issei. Issei. Hello Isara, as stubborn as always. Isara. Baka, why are you always like this? Issei. Hey, you're Odin, right, just to tell you once and for all, Loki attacked my friends and I'm going to kill him. Are you okay with that? Odin. The times deserve a change, young man, therefore he must take responsibility for his own actions. Issei. Come back and say yes. Loki. Damn son of a bitch, do you seriously think that you are going to kill me? Issei. Get ready to die, Loki. Issei's murderous aura rose to the clouds and with it Issei would transform. Loki. What is this, a damn dog is making me feel afraid, impossible. Issei. Loki, have you ever had your head grabbed with a jaw and had it cut off and separated from the base of your body? Loki. But what the hell are you? Loki could not finish speaking because at that moment Issei was separating Loki's head with his jaw, making Loki's eyes the last thing he can see is his body on the ground and leaving many people surprised by such brutality. Surziches. I'm glad that someone like him is not our enemy. Odin. Loki, you were a fool to trust yourself, you asked for that end. Fenrir. Roars of anger. Issei. Now you follow your stupid dog. Fenrir. Bites him. Issei. Although they are fangs capable of killing the gods, they are no match for me, breaks his teeth. Fenrir. Screams in pain. Issei. Now I'm going to wait, this energy is Rhea's energy, I see, good dog, you'll go down with me, hits him crossing all the floors to the bottom. With laughter. Paroka. That's enough, don't resist, for my part I'm not trying hard, unlike you. Rhea's. I don't think I can give up. Creak. Shock. Paroka. Hey, what's that sound? Rhea's. Hey, what is that? At that moment Fenrir's body falls, stopping the fight of the two attacking parties. Issei. I cut the throat of the damn Loki for hurting my friends. Paroka. But who are you? Issei. This smell is familiar, Kaneko is your sister, right? Kaneko. Yes. Issei. What a shame, being Kaneko's sister I can't kill you, so I'm going to half kill you, it's the price for stealing my little kitten. Paroka. Looks at him with fear. What is this threatening aura, I'm going to die. Iku. It seems to be on time. Paroka. Biku, what are you doing here? Biku. Our goal is to Fenrir. Issei. Appears in front of Biku. Then if his objective is that dog over there, how is this related to catching Kaneko? Biku. Hey, Vali mentioned that he was strong, but what I see is a monster. Paroka. What's wrong, Biku, why don't we fight? Biku. You fool, you don't realize the situation, we are in the den of the wolf and just one wrong step will cause us to be bitten. He was sweating with fear, he didn't know what to do in this situation. Kaneko. Issei, please don't hurt my sister, I don't want anyone to suffer. Issei. Okay, but I need an explanation. Biku. It was just Kuroka's insistence, wanting to take her sister. Issei. In this world what I value most are the people I love, if someone made them disappear, I would kill them mercilessly and in cold blood. Biku. This boy is more of a monster than my ancestor, I can look at him clearly in the eyes and see that I have no chance. Well, we will go. At that moment someone would arrive, cutting space itself with a sword. Arthur. I'm sorry I'm late, Vali ordered me to bring Fenrir with me. Issei. All yours, approaches Rhea's and Kaneko, they are fine transforms. Arthur. Inserts the sword into Fenrir, thank you for allowing us to go, Kuroka and Biku, let's go. Rhea's and Kaneko would hug Issei and shed tears for him, it was obvious that they had missed him. Every Hyodo Issei in every universe always has a girl with crimson hair. That girl is our destiny, our reason for living, for fighting, for being alive. That girl gives us strength to keep moving forward, even if we have everyone. On the contrary, that time none of the Hyodo Issei could do anything, although we saved the multiverse we saw that girl suffer, so if we want that girl to not cry like that and suffer again, we have to be stronger, yes. I have to be stronger to prepare for everything that is coming, that's me, Hyodo Issei. Season 2 Episode 2. Date. Guo City. 8 AM. After the events that occurred at the party I had a meeting with Rhea's parents, it was difficult to describe, but I think I am committed. Even so, the Cows Brigade has been a nail in the ass, constantly bothering me, but still I know I can't go alone and tear them apart. Being immortal does not guarantee that I cannot be defeated, in the crisis I confirmed it, that is why I have become stronger. After that we returned to Kuo, it seemed things were going to get a little hectic, we received reports from the factions of ancient demon kings, and that guys like Shalba among others had attacked the sky, it's problematic, but they don't care how many lives they sacrifice, that's why if Kuo is your goal we will be here. If you ask me how I feel, I'll just say that I feel a mess inside me that goes on and on, it's like things have changed, but for everyone else they are exactly the same. He asked me if the multiverse has changed at all. Issei, are you feeling okay? Issei. If I was just immersed in my thoughts. Heavens, tomato, most seriously, we are studying. Bekeno. Issei-san is a bit lazy. Issei. It's not laziness, it's that when you've lived longer than anyone else and you don't die, you learn so much that schools can't teach you anything. That's just your case. Issei. Tell me, how is Saji doing? Well, without improvement. After I return, I made it clear that I only want a friendship with Sona. Apparently Saji loves her and wants to ask me how I feel about her, since we made a harem bet. Although it was a silly and childish bet, I told her that I would free her. Well, my feelings towards her were only friendship, and she was relieved. You should see her face, but I said that she is not a woman with little popularity. That I will ask her out soon or she would be left without a position. Issei. How difficult is it to tell a girl that you like her? You are so direct that you do not hide. Issei. That makes me the best. It depends on what point of view. Issei. Whatever you say. By the way, Anasara, where is she? On vacation with her family, she will arrive at school later than us. Issei. How lucky, I must have come back late. Don't complain, besides smiles, we have to go to a date in the afternoon. Issei. Blush whatever you say. Oh, how cute, a little wolves blush too. Issei. TCH, don't look at me like a child. Bekeno. By the way, Issei, you are immortal and you have lived a long time, haven't you? Issei. That's right. Bekeno. In all this time, what have you done? Issei. Millimeters, I was traveling to many places, inside and outside the country. I was in historical events as an observer, and in Pennsylvania, I think I gave rise to the myth of the werewolf. And to think that your race existed before the myth was told by humans. Issei. Haha, you demons also existed before humans. That's not the case, and they were counted after existing. Bekeno. Apparently we are like Issei. As the saying goes, for something to be told it must first exist. Issei. In a way it's relaxing to come home. In the afternoon. Issei. Looking at the phone. To be honest, I think that the only thing that advances and does not stop is still technology. Issei. Opens his eyes wide. How do I look? Issei. You look beautiful. Smiles mischievously, looks like I got it. Issei. What did you get? Nothing, let's go to our date. Issei. Where do you want to go first? Let me see how the city museum is, I want to see the sea exhibit. Issei. Smiles, come on. Yes. In the museum. The blue of the sea is beautiful, all the life that grows is incredible. Issei. Now that I think about it, your eyes are blue like the sea. I blush, have you seen my eyes? Issei. Of course they are beautiful, blue in tone, they turn red when you get angry. Embarrassed, what are you saying, idiot? Issei. Haha, I missed this. Heavens, you are so, let's continue. Issei. Can I ask you something? Yes. Issei. How much longer do you plan to keep saying that everything is fine when it is not? I don't know what you're talking about, turns face. Issei. Since I came back I can tell, you are not the same, you just impose a fake smile on yourself, and we men detect that smile well. In fact, there are 3 things that I can't be calm about. Issei. I will listen to you, so tell me. Where did you go? Issei. Takes a deep breath. Saving lives. Hey. Issei. Do you know the theory of the multiverse? Of course, it is the theory that says that there is more than one universe. Issei. That's right, tell me, things happened in the world when I was not there, earthquakes, the sky changing color, or portals opening. Shocked, that's right. Issei. Well, I was stopping that, but the story is very long, so let's start at the beginning. 3 hours later. Multiverse, other you and many other things, it seems straight out of a science fiction story. Issei. I could say the same about demons, angels and fallen angels, couldn't I? I guess you're right, then my second concern is. Issei. Why don't I return to your side right away? That's right. Issei. After seeing the death of someone who is literally me, but from another universe, it really changes you. Being immortal does not guarantee that I can always win, and it also does not guarantee that I can protect what I love. So that's why you left. Issei. That's right, I trained to become stronger. All for our good. Issei. The people I love are the greatest treasure, and I don't plan to lose them. I see. Issei. Then what is the last concern? When you were not there we were attacked by the Cows Brigade. Issei. What? Rias. And a demon from the old faction called Shalba tried to grape me. Issei. Trembling with anger what? At that moment he was angry, nothing more than that, it was as if they had messed with something they shouldn't mess with, his wolf blood was flowing in him showing alpha authority, his eyes were shining, it was daytime, but he was unconsciously activating his form. Wolf, although it did nothing more than lengthen its nails, enlarge its teeth and change its eyes. Issei. Tell me something, that damn bastard did something to you. Rias. Turned her head in the negative luckily they didn't arrive on time, but he almost made it I was very scared it's the first time I felt that helplessness. Issei. I'm going to find that bastard, I'm going to break every bone in his body, I'm going to torture him and give him a little hope, only to take it away from him, and he loses all light, I'll turn him into nothing, he'll just be a piece of shit dead. Rias. Issei. Issei. Kisses her. Rias. Shocked. Issei. I'm going to make it clear, she is mine and if any man touches her I will break her member and feed it to the dogs. You are mine now. Rias. With tears of happiness yes. At night. We could see Issei and Rias together in bed getting closer. Issei. Laugh. Rias. Issei. At that moment the two approached each other until their faces were as close as possible, they looked at each other for about 5 seconds and began to kiss slowly until it became more passionate. Issei began to insert his tongue into Rias and Ria's mouths. He did the same, they were kissing in a sensual way, their tongues connected to each other, their faces were red, they stopped to look at each other. Issei. I promise to be with you always and forever, and despite having more wives I will never make you feel inferior. Rias. I know, and I will be by your side even at the end of the world. They would begin to change positions, Issei would perch behind her, and she would do the doggy pose, to lean down and give him the signal to take her virginity and penetrate her, Issei charged her, and she could only let out loud moans, while Issei put his fingers in her. Her Della mouth Della, it was a movement where he penetrated her, and she licked his fingers Della in a sensual way. Rias. Issei I'm. Issei. Me too. The two came, falling swiftly on the bed, but they would summarize the acts of love with different positions, without noticing that behind the door some people were listening to them. Bekeno. Wow smiles. Hineko. They have blushes. 2 hours later. Issei was completely asleep already lying down with laughter. In Issei's dream. Issei. This place is dark. It's coming. Issei. That voice. Events that should not have happened occurred and now in each universe the story is different, will it be a different future for everyone, or will it be the same in the end? Out of the dream. Issei. Wakes up groggily what did all that mean, that voice was the same as when the multiverse was in danger, but that's no longer the case, right? Rias. Sleep Issei. Issei. Smiles I won't worry for the moment, I have lives to preserve. At that moment Issei felt that a presence was heading towards where he was, that presence had a murderous aura, it was clearly an enemy. Shalba. Well, this is the Gremory residence, look for Rias and bring her to me, I will make her Della mine Della and torture her to stain the Gremory name, how funny it will be when Serziches finds out. Damn. Yes sir. Issei. I was wondering who it was that was bothering me, I didn't imagine they were demons. Shalba. Oh but look who it is, if it is the werewolf that is talked about in the ranks of the brigade, many talk about Loki's death by your hands. Issei. That bastard had his way, I know that the gods can be reborn as long as they have believers, so if he comes back, well, he's waiting to die again. Shalba. I hope you don't compare me to him, because I Shalba the one whose genuine blood of Lucifer runs through his veins, I will not lose. Issei. Shocked you are Shalba. Shalba. That's mangy dog. Issei. Ha 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 yes this is good, it's wonderful. Shalba. What are you laughing at, I'm going to take the Gremory heiress and show you your place. Issei. Smiles. Oh I know my place better than anyone, but do you know yours? Shalba. Hell get ready we will finish off this dog. Issei. This will be fun, very fun, I thought I would have to go out and look for you, but you come to me, this time is the best of all. Shalba. Hey were you looking for me? Issei. Of course I wasn't going to do it, you know why I smiled despite being burning with anger inside, it's because I will have the opportunity. Shalba. Chance of what? Issei. Transforms from massacring you are of a bitch. Season 2 Episode 3. Bad Wolf. The situation was delicate, the enemies were everywhere, and no one was designed to make the first move. Issei had transformed and could feel his prey being afraid, he just stood still waiting for him to make the first move. Issei. Smiles so many people to devour in such a short time, this is exciting. Shalba. What are you afraid of, he's just a damn dog, kill him. Damn? Yes sir. The demons began to bombard him with gunfire while he stood still. Issei. The hunt begins. Burst. Demon 2, keep firing your magic, it won't be able to keep up for long. Demon. Sir, I think he's finished, he didn't move even when we attacked him. Shalba. Watch out on your left. Demon. I spits blood. Because if we gave you many magic shots and many of them were paralyzing, even if you are immortal, you should not have been able to move. Issei. With his hand on his chest. Oh yes, they hit me with their shots, there were too many shots to dodge, however I strengthened my body so that magic does not penetrate, so I avoid being paralyzed. Takes out his hand. Issei. One less, many more to go. Smiles. Demon 2, damn, takes out a sword. Let's see if a solid object can cut you into pieces. Shock. Blow. Tear. Issei. Holds the enemy's body torn and bleeding. Another one, honestly they make my job so easy that it gets boring. Shalba. Angry, bring me his damn corpse. Issei. I'm sorry, but I think you guys are dead. From one moment to the next, Issei would disappear from everyone's sight. Shalba. Where did he go? At that moment each of the demons of the Cow's Brigade began to fall with their heads severed. Issei. Harvest Festival. The demons were starting to scream in pain, but they couldn't do anything. Issei was killing them in cold blood, without giving them any chance to defend themselves. Shalba was concentrating her vision to detect it. Shalba. Where are you? I guess I'll have to use that, it will prove infinity, if you don't get out the city will blow up. Issei. Shock this energy, I see that silly girl. She does get in trouble just for destroying the big red one. Smiles. You gave me a complication office. She appears in front of Shalba. Shalba. Oh, I see that the scared little dog finally came out. Issei. Attacking innocent people because you know you can't win, is it perhaps an act worthy of a descendant of the Demon King? Don't screw a descendant, they're not cowards. Shalba. In war anything goes. Issei. Smiles, you're right, that's why I'll change the field harmonic distortion. Shalba. Shocked, but what? Issei. I learned a little magic, and this one in particular is a barrier that protects the outside, although it is not entirely resistant, but it will hold up so that the city does not suffer serious damage. Shalba. But you know that now I can take more liberties, right? Activates the power of infinity. Dragons really don't deserve any of this, all this power should belong to demons. Issei. Angry, you are just a guy with an air of greatness, you are superb. Shalba. Appears in front of Issei and hits him, throwing him about 69 meters behind. Issei. Gets up. Wow, I felt that. I see that office's power is still as strong as in the past. Shalba. Do you know our leader? Issei. Only in some personal encounters in the past and Drake's stories. Drake. Partner detects anomalies in your body. Issei. What do you mean? Drake. That attack hurts you, but it hurts you like someone with mortality. Issei. Shocked, I wonder if. Shalba. Smiles, now you understand why I wasn't afraid of you, all the demons here including me have an office snake, apparently office's power can compete with your immortality. Issei. In other words, am I mortal before his power? Drake. Partner, your immortality is also unique, you can probably adapt to withstand its power. Issei. Interesting, what happens first? Will I be killed before my immortality adapts to office's power or will I die from his power? Smile. Drake. Haha, how you always don't lose that smile. Issei. Drake, let's kill him once and for all, are you ready? Drake. Go ahead mate, let's bring the beast. I am the one who wakes up. I am the dragon beast that protects the infinite and walks to dreams. I will continue my path firmly in the night and in the day. I will protect the peace and those I love. Balance breaker mode light wolf. At that moment a shock wave of energy is generated. Shalba. What is this, what is that power, it gives off overwhelming energy. Issei. Shalba, I will pull your teeth out in front of a mirror. Smiles. Shalba. Kill him, hey kill him, I tell you. Turns around. What he saw when he turned around were corpses of demons falling from the sky, killed in a brutal way, heads and organs outside their bodies. Shalba. Scared? No. It's not possible. Issei. Now you're afraid of me, aren't you? Shalba. Don't talk nonsense, extends hand, try infinity. Issei. Dead moon. Shalba. The image that is reflected is a Shalba without arms and feet. Issei. At this point you must have realized, this was not a battle for me, it was just one-sided slaughter. Shalba. Bleeding out, please don't. Issei. What man would forgive someone who tried to abuse his wife? Shalba. I'll go, I promise I won't do anything, oh really, let me live. Issei. I told you that I would kill you slowly, that's not the case, enjoy every minute that I torture you, because it will be the last life you will have. Shalba. I'm begging you for whatever you want most, let me go, I'll give you whatever you want, really whatever you want, don't hurt me. Issei. Well, you and I are going to have a nice night. The next day. Rias. Yawns rubs his eyes at him. Issei, where are you? Issei. Here I am, I brought Rias. Wow, how chivalrous. Issei. Rias, I have to tell you something, last night Shalba came here. Rias. How did he come here? Issei. Calm down, I defeated him, the bastard paid for everything he did. Rias. That's a relief, but you should have asked for help. Puts his hand on his cheek. Issei. I didn't want to bother you, but at least we know that the Cows Brigade can enter Kuo easily, so we should tell your brother. Rias. It would be fair. Smiles. Issei. I will protect you and everyone at any cost. Rias. I know you will, that's why I want you to count on me. Issei. Of course I will. Rias. But I have a question, what did you do with Shalba, did you kill him? Issei. Smiles. It's not a problem anymore, so calm down. 3 kilometers away from Kuo underground, 2 kilometers underground. Shalba. No, please, even death, even being tortured is better than this, please someone help me. Was Shalba buried alive with no arms and legs to dig and unable to use his magic, just lying still until he died of starvation, living on the earth in perpetual darkness? Shalba. Hopai. But Issei and Rias. Issei. He got what he deserved. Smiles. Rias. Okay, by the way, the trip to Kyoto is very soon, it's a shame I won't be able to go. Issei. One day we will go together, but for now, how about we rest? Rias. Let's eat. Issei. Yes. Season 2 Episode 4. The Beast, Kyoto and the Yokai. A strange subject would be lying in a green grassland. Looking to the sky. Did you hear the rumors? Apparently there is a werewolf alive, and he is also the current Sekiryu. Siegfried, I didn't think you would be here and with such interesting topics. Siegfried. You are not planning to act Coco, you will have to do it anyway. No, that spear will force you to bear the most powerful longiness of all. The cow. This spear will guide me to victory or to a grave. Smiles. I won't die. Issei. Sneezes. My nose is problematic these days, I don't know what it could be, lately my allergies have gotten worse. Rias. Do you get sick? Issei. Let's say that if it is a life or death illness my body would cure it, but if it is a light illness that is something else, I think I have wolf flu. Isara. Does that disease exist? Rias. It's like the demon flu, but I have a question. Do you have rages or do you suffer from it? Issei. I'm thinking that you two think of me more like a dog than like a werewolf. Isara. Poof, ha 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 ha. Issei. Unexpectedly this bothers me a little. Rias. By the way, Isara, are you going to Kyoto? Isara. No, my family will be busy and I think about helping them. Rias. Issei, my family is thinking about giving you a new home because of the help you have given them. Issei. That's fine with me, I needed a place to live. Isara. Rias. Huh. Isara. Issei, I know I never asked, but where exactly did you live? Issei. Honestly, I have lived a lot, I had many houses and traveled the world, so it was annoying for me to buy a house when I had no fixed place, so I helped people and they gave me temporary asylum. Isara. Sounds like a boom. Issei. I had money to enter the Kuo Academy. Isara. If you have lived a lot, how much have you accumulated? Issei. Between treasures, current deals, millimeters, I would say he could be the richest in the world. Rias. I'm surprised by the incredible story you have. Issei. Even so, I'm not interested in being in everyone's sight, that's why I live quietly. Isara. But currently you had a house here. Issei. Oh well, after the fight with Kakabiel, Akeno wanted to pay me with accommodation in her house, I was in an apartment, but she insisted, and now I live with her. Rias. Isara. Weddy. Issei. Did I say something out of place? Isara. What do you think? How do you live with her? Rias. Have you done it with Akeno? Issei. Look at the time, I have to go, it's a shame girls, but I have to organize things for my trip. Isara. Rias. Don't try to get away. Akeno. Ara, how come you are talking about a personal topic? Rias. Akeno, how come you and Issei live together? Akeno. Well, if you're wondering if I did it with him, well, yes. Rias. Glares at Issei. What? Issei. Trembles. I seriously think I have to go now. Isara. Don't even think about it. Akeno. But he wanted you to be the first, and then you know it was after he did it with you. Rias. Issei. You are. Issei. I should go now, don't you think? Rias. A perverted dog. Akeno. Ara, why are you both so upset? And so my day became a walking problem, but after that the preparations to leave were ready. Issei. Well, here we are, if something happens I will come running to help. Rias. Don't worry, Kuo is calm and in good hands, but call if you need help. Issei. Understood. Isara. Take it on the way. Gives him a lunch box. Issei. Thank you all, I will take care of Asia, Irina and Zenobia. Riaz. I'll give them to you and please be careful. Issei. When I haven't had it. Riaz. Smiles, I'll wait for you when you come back. Issei. I'll bring you a souvenir. Riaz. Kisses him, thank you. Akeno. Ara, it's not fair. Riaz. That's because you slept with him and they slept together for several days. Issei. Smiles, I'm leaving. In the afternoon. While we were traveling on the train, we were playing poker quietly. Issei. Understand poker. Zenobia. It's not fair. Irina. I say the same, how are you so good? Issei. If a human being lived for years and years he could perfect his various skills, even in the field that is not good, in my case I had a lot of time. Irina. I'm glad you're on our side. Issei. And I'm glad that you are with me. Irina. Blushes. Zenobia. Hey, I'm going as the eldest wife before Irina. Irina. That's not fair, Zenobia, who made you the eldest wife? Issei. Sigh. When I returned to Kuo I had a lot of time to talk with Irina and Zenobia. They both already found out that God is no longer here. Father is difficult, and even more so when your children will be born as werewolves, and by that I mean that werewolf babies are very annoying. As for Irina, she decided to be an angel, but we have been knowing each other for days since I came back, and curiously I told her that I would make her my wife. She was surprised and had something to ask me if I would fail, but I smiled and told her not to worry. The truth is that I talked to his father secretly and he is creating a room for the angels to reproduce. It was partly my idea, and with my knowledge, success is guaranteed. Irina. It's not fair. Zenobia. Yes it is. Asia. Issei-san, can we go visit the temples in Kyoto? Issei. Of course. Asia. Thank you, smile. Issei. This feeling is very beautiful. Since my clan was annihilated, I always had to see my friends die until I found beings like me, well almost, I will protect their lives, even if I become something that the world did not accept. Asia. By the way, Issei, can I ask you about your original home? Issei. He. Asia. If where exactly do you come from, are you from here? Issei. Millimeters, a difficult question, but I guess while Irina and Zenobia are fighting I'll tell you. Asia. Mirror. Issei. In Japan, exactly, many years in the past, my clan existed hidden in the forests by a magical barrier. The trees were overflowing with their beauty, the leaves fell so slowly that it was a beautiful splendor to see them. And the breeze was as warm as a mother's hug. Being there gave a feeling of peace and happiness. We were a neutral race, we did not attack anyone unless they attacked us, nor did we intervene in wars, we simply lived our lives as we wanted, without harming anyone. I was walking through the green grass watching the sunset, it was a beautiful view. Asia. Surprise, that's a beautiful description, honestly the stories of werewolves are not what they seem. Issei. None of them are. Asia. But is it true that if a werewolf bites you, you turn into one? Issei. It wouldn't be a good idea, it would be a bad case. Issei had become serious regarding Asia's question. Asia. What do you mean? Issei. Think of my bite as a latent virus, the immortal werewolf gene. I can bite a normal human, but what would happen to that human? Asia. Would it become? Issei. No and yes, it depends on the body and its will. The final result gives 3 common cases. Asia. 3 common cases, tilted his head because he didn't understand. Issei. In the first case, if I bite an enemy or someone and it didn't kill them, the virus will instantly spread throughout their body, and if they don't resist it, they will die sooner or later. Asia. Shocked. And in the other 2? Issei. In the second case and the most common, if he could toughen it, he can live normally and will not have future illnesses, but he will not be an immortal werewolf. Asia. A cure for all diseases, that is surprising. Issei. Well, it applies to diseases that can kill you, however, since it is difficult to predict what will happen, it is not like it can bite a sick person and cure them, it could kill them, it all depends on the person and their will. Asia. Then the third one is the rarest of all, you could create more of your race, right? Issei. Would get extremely serious. No, what if? Asia. Hey. Issei. The third case is the most dangerous of all, you will see an immortal werewolf or werewolf woman, whatever you want to call it, it is born naturally, and also the only way to be born is if a mother, regardless of race, gives birth. Like to the boy or girl. Asia. Hey, but then. Issei. The third case is an immortal hybrid. Asia. Shocked hybrid. Issei. That's what my clan calls them and that's what I call them, it won't be an immortal werewolf, it will be an immortal hybrid, even if I bite a human, and it turns, it will be an immortal human wolf, human plus werewolf, keep the strength of my race, but his skin on his face rearranges itself, giving the appearance of a wolf without hair, only skin, it is disgusting and scary. Asia. But that's. Issei. Asia, don't you think that if my race could turn others into werewolves, there wouldn't be many more of us, and the clan wouldn't have become extinct? It's because others from my clan in the past did it. We learned that those we bite we must kill or stop. Asia. But you have bitten many. Issei. But I always kill them, or I cut off their arms and legs in the area where I bit them. The virus doesn't reach them if I do it quickly. Asia. Even so, why kill them? Not all of them had to be bad, right? Issei. That's the problem. Hybrids of any race become aggressive, they have logical reasoning, but they put their selfishness and well-being above it. It changes a good person and turns them into someone truly horrible, and someone horrible turns them into a heartless monster. Zenobia. Wow, I didn't know that. Issei. Hey, were they listening? Zenobia. Yes, Irina and I finished fighting a long time ago. Irina. Hey Issei, but how come there are no reports of hybrids if they existed? Issei. As you know, my clan was killed in the past. I will tell you that I do not know what extinct my clan, until now it is a mystery even to me, but I know that in addition to whatever they used to kill my clan, there is another way to kill an immortal werewolf, and it is another immortal werewolf or an immortal hybrid, and vice versa. That is why when a hybrid appeared, my entire clan went for it. Zenobia. Was he so strong? Issei. That's right, the fusion of races gave him incredible power, only the highest leaders of my clan could go alone against one. Irina. But couldn't the werewolf virus be obtained from your bite, from those you've bitten? Issei. That's why I don't leave traces of their bodies. Zenobia. I understand. Irina. It's good that you've killed all the enemies you've faced, it would be problematic to face being like that. Issei. Wow, it would be. And Hyodo. Asia. How wonderful. Issei. Well girls, you know, have a lot of fun. I'm going to a vending machine for a drink. Irina. Issei, this is a temple and those machines are far from here. Issei. I know, that's why I'm leaving quickly to come back quickly. 10 minutes later. Issei. I'm back and with drinks for everyone. Who knew? You stole my mother. Issei. That will be in the top 15 strange things that have been said to me in my life. Elsewhere. The cow. Things are going to get interesting, let's see if the spear pierces the beast. In the underworld. Surziches. Azazel. Something's wrong. Surziches. Yes, you know the Kakabiel was sentenced to eternalize, right? Azazel. If I'm aware of that, he was honestly one of the few or maybe the only one that Issei didn't kill when fighting. Surziches. It was due to Vali's intervention, isn't it? Azazel. What's up with that? Surziches. Some guards have heard strange noises. Azazel. Calm, must be your imagination, it is not as if Kakabiel could break the prison of eternal ice, his strength is not enough for that. Surziches. If you are right, on the other hand, you know that the hero faction of the Cows Brigade is moving, and one guy in particular catches my attention, his name is Coco. Azazel. Coco, if I remember correctly. Surziches. Is something wrong? Azazel. Gets up. Good. Surziches. Where are you going? Azazel. Roswas works as a teacher, she went to Hyodo with Issei and the other girls. I don't know about you, but where Issei is, things get interesting. Surziches. Do you think that? Azazel. My hunches are always right. Smiles. Season 2 Episode 5. The Spear That Killed Jesus Christ. Issei. Hey, well, as far as I know I haven't taken a mother. No, I definitely haven't. Who knew? Mess, give me back my mother. At that moment some yokai come out from around the temple. Issei. Well, clearly this is a confusion. Looks at Kunu. Listen to me, I'm here with my Kuo friends for a school trip, I don't understand the situation, but we could calm down. Kunu. You will come with us. Issei. Raised his hands at him. I give up, they are innocent people who do their actions for a reason, hurting them is not fair, I must go to them to know the situation. Asia, Irina, Zenobia and Kiba, I am going to disappear for a while. In the temple. I would be tied hand and foot in front of Kunu. Issei. Ha, he asked me how much longer I will have to wait. Kunu. What is your name? Issei. Issei, Hyodo Issei. Kunu. Where do you come from and why are you here? Issei. I come from Kuo City and I'm here for a school trip, I'm also in the demon faction. Kunu. Then it can't be you. Issei. Sorry, is something wrong? Kunu. I'm sorry, I'll untie you right now. Issei. It's not necessary, breaks the ropes. Kunu. Oh, could you free yourself? Issei. No offense, but I'm only here because I let them do it. Kunu. Pout arrogant. Issei. It is not if it is justified by my strength. Azazel. I knew you would be here. Seraphol. Apparently you were right, Azazel. Issei. Azazel and Seraphol, what are you doing here? Azazel. We have a lot to discuss. 10 minutes of explanation later. Issei. So the queen of the Yakai Yasaka, who is your mother, was kidnapped by the Cows Brigade. Azazel. I don't know why they want the Kyubi, but it can't be anything good. Issei. Yasaka is a nine-tailed fox, his power is not weak at all, and he is one of the legendary monsters. Serafal. I came here to establish cooperation agreements, now that the Cows Brigade has it in their possession, and the situation is very bad. Issei. According to what they told me, the Cows Brigade is made up of factions, which this time is the ancient demon kings against the gods. Azazel. The hero faction. Issei. Oh them. Azazel. The girls were worried about you, you should go back. Issei. I will notify everyone of the situation. Who knew? You're going to help us. Issei. I couldn't call myself Hyodo Issei if I don't help those who need it, and even more so if it's family. I know how important it is, and it's something that shouldn't be missed. Who knew? Thank you. Azazel. Typical of you, Sai. At night. Roswis. I understand, well since Serafal and Azazel are here it should be easier to detect enemies. Asia. Issei, the hero faction is so dangerous. Issei. Throughout history various monsters have been defeated by humans, of course it is always with weapons they carry, and that is what makes that faction dangerous, the different weapons they carry. Zenobia. Are weapons really powerful? Roswis. There is a rumor that in terms of power, in the Cows Brigade the hero faction predominates, either through legendary weapons or sacred gear. Issei. Among them it is said that some are class Longinus. Arena. What? Class Longinus. Like the arm of the Red Emperor and the wings of the White. Issei. Yes, and besides that, a long time ago Rias fought against a guy whose sacred gear controlled the shadows, but he escaped in an unusual way, there was no magic circle, it is most likely that he will reach the balance breaker. Zenobia. If indeed that guy disappeared without a magic circle and only had knowledge of his sacred gear, he probably achieved balance breaker fighting with us. Issei. Well they believe that fighting with those who have irregular growth gives birth to the balance breaker, it is certainly possible. Greg. Companion of all the people here, you are a unique creature, so you can make others strong. Issei. I know, it's something I've always had in mind. Zenobia. Then we must train. Issei. I agree. Arena. Issei, can I talk to you later? Issei. Okay. Bury in the night. Arena. You came. Issei. When is a girlfriend who isn't? Arena. Blushes. I wanted to ask you a question. Issei. Go ahead. Arena. Do you want me for my body? Issei. If I considered myself that type of person who does not take into account the inside of others, I would have to die. Arena. Would open her eyes wide. Issei. You are very important to me, that's why I want you to be with me. Arena. With tears yes. Issei. I was alone for a long time, now I finally have people I love, I won't allow someone to take them away from me. Arena. There is something else and it is something important, it is about the hero faction. Issei. What? Arena. How strong are they really when we talk about Longinus weapons? Issei. When we talk about Longinus we are referring to weapons that could destroy gods, but even among them there are categories from low, medium and high. Arena. I know and they were given the name Longinus after the spear that killed Jesus Christ, which is the most powerful Longinus of all. Issei. Then you should know what I mean, we are talking about people who possess that kind of power. Arena. Are they more powerful than you and Dreg? Issei. Hahaha don't even believe it, maybe Dreg is a medium Longinus like Volleys, but I have trained for as long as I can remember, and Dreg would now be put on a top level Longinus, even better than that spear. Arena. Surprised seriously you are so. Issei. I have had a lot of time to train with Dreg, I can't use immortality, my race used that and they are no longer there. Arena. Thank you. Issei. Well, let man come to your room, let's finish the matter. Arena. Hey no I am going to fall. Issei. Hahaha don't worry your father is making the room. Arena. What room? Issei. See you. Arena. Understand. In the afternoon. Roswis. Geez you guys are really very active. Azazel. Being young is good hahaha. Zenobia. By the way, you are sure about this plan, we will go ahead. Issei. Don't worry at least things will get interesting. Arena. What do you mean? Asia. Guys. Kiba. That's it. The fog begins to surround the place. Issei. Apparently we have company and a very special one. Siegfried. Wow, but look who we have here, the wolf. The cow. Siegfried behave, don't you see that we have to be well presented? Arena. Tingles what is this feeling? Zenobia Asia. Looks at the spear. Kiba. Itch this is. Azazel. I didn't know Indra's boy was here. Issei. Don't look at that spear too much, you can get lost in it, especially if you are believers. Hyodo Issei is a holy weapon. Issei. More than that, the most powerful Longinus of all, he tops the first position of high-level Longinus and is also the reason for the name Longinus. The cow smiles. Issei. True Longinus, or as you know it more easily, the spear that killed Jesus Christ. The cow. I didn't expect a werewolf to be a high school boy, to be immortal and have great power. You act like a child. Issei. What's the point of becoming an adult if there aren't times when you can behave like a child? The cow. So this means you're going to fight me. Issei. You have the yokai leader and I promised to save her, so the situation is this: give me the yokai and I will leave you with your heads on your body. Siegfried. Don't be arrogant, Graham. Hyodo. A demonic sword. Siegfried. The most powerful of all Grahams, let's see if you're still alive after his cut of him. Issei. You really make me angrier than you should. Siegfried. Crosses him. Issei. Ha. Arena. Issei. Siegfried. Wow, it seems like you are all talking. Hoko. Siegfried, beware. Siegfried. He turns around. Issei. I will take your head first. Shock. The cow intercepts him. If he did N''T arrive in time, his hand would be going through your neck. Siegfried. TCH, it doesn't matter, it seems that I have to play with the swordsman. Hyodo takes out his sword from him. Zenobia, are you ready? Zenobia. Yes. Roswis Azazel. We'll take care of the rest. Arena. Well, I will protect Asia. Siegfried. Balance breaker. The cow struggling. You know Volley said not to get in his way and that he won't attack you. Issei. You should have heard it holding the spear. The cow. The Red Emperor is a werewolf and the White One is a son of Lucifer lineage. Destiny is indeed funny, even so you must be stronger than Volley. By the way, my name is Cacao. Issei. I consider that boy as a rival, just like he does me, but in terms of power he certainly won, and it is only because of the number of years in which I have been training. By the way, it is a pleasure, Coco. I am Hyodo Issei. The cow. That's what intrigues me all these years. You haven't intervened with the supernatural, haven't you? Issei looks at him seriously. The cow. Tell me, if you spent years training, even before arriving at the Grimoire, what was it for? Issei. What can I tell you? Even if I don't die, if someone is stronger than me, I can lose. The cow. Or maybe it's the instincts of your race telling you to survive, because what killed your race can come for you. That's why you should become strong, isn't it? Stronger than they were. Issei. Interesting. Did you come to that conclusion with the information you have about me? The cow. Well, a little. Well, I thought that the strategy of ambushing you during the day would make your strength decrease by not being able to transform struggling. Issei. With spear in hand, do you really believe that? Because I have prepared myself for moments like this, and even if I can't transform I can hit that face. The cow. We are at a stalemate. Well, you have my spear trapped and I try to free it, it is causing you damage. It is the most powerful Longinus after all, and yet that immortality of yours is a nuisance. Issei. Now that I think about it, maybe I would drop the spear and kick him. The cow steps back. Very clever of you. Issei. I will regenerate from the damage, but you are human, and even if you have the strongest sacred gear you are still a human. The cow. That's why you should be afraid of me. In history, humans are the heroes who have killed countless creatures, from gods and dragons to demons and angels. Issei. Certainly, however, there are few who have done it, but your name is Cacao, perhaps you are the reincarnation of the famous hero Cacao. The cow. I see you already know. Issei. The hero faction of the Cow's Brigade. It is said that apart from a number of sacred gear and Longinus, there are also reincarnations of legendary heroes. The cow. Get ready, I'm going with everything. At that moment a golem appears and a girl shows herself. Zenobia. Hey. Arena. That's a golem. The Fae. Oh, I came because I wanted to meet the wolf boy, I wanted to see what he is like. The cow. What are you doing here? They law. What am I doing here? Didn't Volley tell you not to intervene? At that moment the golem's eye glows and begins to shoot. The cow. This is bad, Siegfried, we have to go, the plan must follow. Siegfried. Well, next time they won't be so lucky. Retires. Issei. Everyone comes back, the bridge is collapsing. The Fae. Are you the wolf boy? Issei. Hey, who are you? I miss you that I appreciate out of nowhere. The Fae. I'm LaFae Pendragon from the Volley team, give me your autograph. Issei. Signs, things definitely can't get any weirder. The Fae. Thank you, flies away. Issei. Because things can't go well for once in a hurry. Season 2 Episode 6. Objective obstructed. Do not think that you have been saved. Hyodo Issei, you will pay for everything. Issei. Wake up, my head. Roswis. Are you okay, Issei? Issei. What the hell happened to me? Roswis. We don't know, you suddenly fainted when that mage intervened in the battle. Issei. I don't feel like I've spent a lot of energy, nor did I detect magic in me. Roswis. That's why we found it strange. Issei. Oh, you care about me, Roswis. Roswis. Blushes. Baka hits him. Issei. On the ground, being immortal doesn't take away the feeling of pain, what a shame. Azazel. Oh, I see that you are already awake, Issei, and very cheerful. Issei. Azazel, what happened to the others? Azazel. They're fine, don't worry. Issei. Now what will we do? Azazel. Well, we don't know the location of Cacao and he has the Kyubi, so I couldn't say how to solve this. Issei. Millimeters, Zenobia and Kiba are not at Siegfried's level yet, plus he has Graham, taking them would be a clear defeat. Azazel. They certainly need more training. Issei. But they will overcome it sooner or later, they will be better swordsmen and knights than him. Roswis. In addition to that, I received information that the hero faction has more members. Issei. Among them, do you know which ones are from the Coco group? Roswis. Jean, Heracles, Georg. Issei. The Holy Maiden Joan of Arc, Hercules and the Magician, all or most of them have the soul of ancient heroes. Roswis. That's right, and you should know that each one has sacred gear and balance breaker. Issei. Sigh, so that's how it is. Azazel. What exactly are you planning to do? Issei. Honestly, I'm going to obstruct your goal. Azazel. Will you go alone? Issei. Yes, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Roswis. It's crazy, even if you are very strong, there are many of them. Issei. I can beat them all with strength and crush them head on. Azazel. But they would make time for their objective, wouldn't they? Issei. Exactly, besides all of them, Coco is the one who could take me the longest to defeat, he is human, but he is cautious. Azazel. So what is your plan exactly? Issei. Easy, I will use the saying of divide and conquer. Azazel. How exactly will you divide them? Issei. Each of them is the reincarnation of a hero or historical character, they have a balance breaker, I just have to track their energy, and I will find them, and one by one they will be defeated. Azazel. Please don't kill them, we need to interrogate them. Issei. Why do you always think it's killing me? Azazel. Can I answer that question? Issei. Better not, well then let's get to work. Roswis. But you will have to defeat them quickly, as soon as Coco realizes your plan he will start his own. Issei. True, and it will be a bit problematic. Roswis. So what time are you going to pick them up? Issei. Smiles. At night. At night. Issei. Perfect, I already found the first one, I still have to prepare transforms. Siegfried. Millimeters, looking around, who's there? Issei. You owe me for putting your sword through me. Siegfried. Balance breaker. Issei. You will lose those arms and swords. Siegfried. Why are you here? Issei. You are alone, you are a good target. Siegfried. No shit, do you think I need to be with Coco to finish you? Issei. Know your capabilities, idiot. Siegfried. Says the one who is hidden and doesn't go out to fight. Issei. Well, I'm seeing if what I plan is achieved. Siegfried. What would that be, looking around? Issei. Scare the hell out of you, appears behind him. Siegfried. Turns around, you are. Issei. What's going on in that fear, maybe my werewolf form scares you. Siegfried. Stay away, Graham, jump. Issei. Good try, but you're too scared to concentrate and Graham needs a lot of concentration. Siegfried. No. Issei. Sweet dreams, hits him. Siegfried. Falls to the ground. Issei. He goes first, there are 3 left to neutralize. 20 minutes later. Issei. She must be in this part of Hyodo. Jean. It's incredible that that type of Siegfried is not communicating. Issei. I knew I should hurry up. Jean. Smiles. You can go out, little one, you must be desperate to spy on a cutie like me. Issei. Every day women surround me, so the need to spy. Jean. So you are a fetishist. Issei. Yawn, haha, you are very calm, however you should already know what will happen. Jean. Balance. At that moment a fist to his stomach would be given by Issei. Issei. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, get some sleep, yes. Jean. Vomits and falls to the ground. Issei. 2 left, I have to hurry. 3 minutes later. Georg. Heracles, I have not been able to have contact with Jean and Siegfried. Heracles. We must go with Coco. Issei. It seems like I got 2 for 1. Georg. Who are you? Both Heracles and Georg were on guard when they sensed Issei. Issei. Tell me you think you can keep all your arms, although of course that depends on me. Heracles. Georg creates your mist so we can escape, this guy is not normal. Issei. So that wizard is the one from the mist. Pericles. Quickly, we need you for the plan, nothing should happen to you. Issei. Oh, at least I know who to attack first. Smiles. Pericles. I won't let you pass. Issei. Oh, interesting, then I'll make you a more interesting counter offer. Pericles. Oh. Issei. In one move I will finish them. Pericles. Don't be arrogant. Issei. I'm arrogant because I have the strength and power to be, so I would hit him in the stomach, sending him against Georg. Pericles. Georg. Unconscious. Issei. 3 and 4 finished, now let's see Coco. 3 hours later. The cow. Wow, you came too soon. Hyodo Issei. Issei. I would say I arrived in time to stop you and beat you up. The cow. Unfortunately for you, I am not alone. The light would be emitted and the Yusaka leader would be seen. Issei. That's Yusaka. The cow. My friends must welcome you. Snaps fingers. Issei. Song. The cow. Hey, what's wrong? This can't be, they should come now. Issei. Yes, it is true that it must have happened. Haha. The cow. What did you do? Issei. Let me think. I incapacitated them all, don't worry, I didn't kill them, honestly there was no need. The cow. TCH. How dare you interfere with my plans? Raises spear. Issei. Transforms. It's night, you forget. Coco. Shut up. Shock. Noise. Low. Burst. Issei. We both know how this will end, give up, Coco, you don't have enough control of your head to defeat me, you're just devastated by rage. The cow. I told you to shut up. The attacks between Issei and Cacao became faster to the point of not being seen. The cow. I haven't felt this effort since I fought with Volley, but you're different, you're not trying hard. Issei. What can I tell you, if I do this you will lose a part of your body. The cow. When I finish with you I will kill the demons you love. Issei. Hey, you know, Azazel gave me the order, don't kill them, and I understand, they need information, but he didn't tell me what conditions you should be in. The cow. He. At that moment blood was pouring out of Coco's eye and in Issei's hand the eyeball was in his fingers. The cow. I. Issei. I told you that if I did you would lose a part of your body. Coco. My eye. Hyodo Issei. At that moment Coco began to recite a song. Oh, the true spirit that penetrates through God absorbs the dream of the tyrant within my ambition, blessing and destruction will be. At that moment his companions appear next to Coco to stop him. Coco. What are they doing? Siegfried. This is not a good time to use that, plus we fail and more problems come. Jean. That's right. Issei. How are you awake so soon? Georg. My magic made you see that you had incapacitated me, instead of a fog spell it was an illusory spell, then I cured Heracles and went for the others. Issei. Wow, it seems I was careless. At that moment the sky would open and a green dragon and a familiar figure would come out. Issei. So you're here, monkey. Siegfried. Those were the Coco problems, it's the one of the first generation Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong. Size young people nowadays are annoying. Looks askance at Issei. The boy from the wolf clan, I didn't think you were here. Issei. How long has it been since I saw you? 27 or 40 years, although unlike you I remain just as old. Sun Wukong. I heard news that you are on the side of the demons, now I see that it is true. Issei. Only helped keep the peace. Yulong. Hey monkey, apparently the boy has taken care of everything. Sun Wukong. I see that. Siegfried. We have to retreat, the chances of success now are 0. Coco. You are right, it is better to be safe than sorry, unnecessary damage should be avoided at all costs. Georg. Creates a teleportation circle, we're leaving. The cow. Hyodo Issei. I will return. Issei. I'll be waiting for you. The Coco group disappeared without leaving the slightest trace. Issei. Well, let's go get the Yokai leader and return her home. Sun Wukong. Stop there, child. Issei. Stops. What's wrong, old man? Sun Wukong. Do you know that your existence is resonating throughout the supernatural world? Issei. Sooner or later it would happen. Sun Wukong. It's true, however it can cause problems. Issei. What do you know? Sun Wukong. Apparently there has been a sighting. Issei. Sighting, what kind? Sun Wukong. A group of hybrids. Issei. Shock, that can't be possible, my clan hunted them all, every time a hybrid appeared they went out to hunt it, we didn't leave even one, sometimes even people from our clan died. Sun Wukong. That's why I wanted to talk to you. Smoking. Issei. Do you think I bit someone and didn't kill them? Sun Wukong. You have lived a lot, sometimes it may have crossed your mind not to finish the work. Issei. Never. The existence of the hybrid is something that we cannot allow in my clan, because. Sun Wukong. Because the only thing that can kill an immortal werewolf is that's true. Issei. That's right. Sun Wukong. But it is not the only thing that can kill you. What exterminated your clan, the people who knew how to exterminate them and created that thing, you are not afraid of it coming back. Issei. Would make a gloomy face that disappeared with the people who created it and they took my family and clan with them. Sun Wukong. A neutral clan, but feared for its immortality no longer exists. I'm sure you keep lying to everyone that you don't know what killed your clan. Issei. That matters if he is no longer there, there is no need to mention that topic. My clan no longer exists, neither does my family. Sun Wukong. Not completely, if you are still alive your memories live inside you. Issei. I guess that's true. Sun Wukong. But a group of hybrids is a bad thing, and you know it, not being able to kill them is already a lot of trouble. Issei. I tell you that it is impossible, they are blinded by selfish desires, as soon as they put their personal desires above them, a group of them would be impossible, since they would not get along and would kill each other. Sun Wukong. Tell me something. If hybrids become bad people and put their selfish desires above, what happens if they fulfill those desires? Issei. Millimeters maybe, but it's extremely rare, my race almost never let them do it, but if they do that they simply become more logical and intelligent, they are more thoughtful, and they don't get carried away by emotions easily like they would. A newly created immortal hybrid, and they can understand and calm themselves to the point of being like me and acting normally, however their nature is still evil and greedy, reaching the point of killing to get what they want. As I said, they are still bad people in the world. Bottom, if they fulfill their desires their hearts will ask for more and more, they have no bottom. Sun Wukong. Then I will ask you this question, a hybrid is created by the bite of a werewolf transmitting the immortal werewolf gene, but if you say that neither your race nor you left any alive, there is no way that there is any. Is that so? Issei. That's right. Sun Wukong. Smoking. So why can't a hybrid bite and create other hybrids? Issei. He's shocked. Sun Wukong. Your race and you didn't consider that possibility, you didn't, as I thought some things will get interesting. Season 2 Episode 7. A Storm Gathers. Kunu. Mother. Isaka. Kunu. What happened? Confused. Kunu. I missed you so much. Crying. Isaka. Calm down now. Asia. I'm glad you're okay. Issei. Sighs. It's a shame that with all this, our time here is over. Zenobia. Come on, at least let's enjoy this nice night. Irina. Yes, we are going to celebrate. Issei. What difference does it make? Let's go then. Hiba. They really are very happy. The next morning. Isaka. Thanks for helping me. Issei. I promised Kunu I should thank her. Isaka. You're modest, how can I pay you? Issei. I think a mother and daughter duo would be perfect. Isaka. Hey, blushes. Nod. Hey, Issei. Issei. Hahaha, I was joking, see you later. Kunu. You will return to Kyoto. Issei. Sure, I hope you guys come to visit too. Enters the train. After that the train starts moving and moves away at high speed while Issei watches Kunu say goodbye. Zenobia. I feel bad for leaving all the work to Issei. Hiba. We must become stronger so as not to be a hindrance. Issei. Listens to him, sighs. You will be strong, you just have to be patient. Irina. Because of all this chaos we couldn't rest as we wanted. Issei. Keeping peace is not something that is easy. Sits. Asia. Well, at least we had a lot of fun. Smiles. Issei. Looks out the window. Hybrids. Flashback. Sun Wukong. I don't have to tell the truth, the existence of hybrids puts peace at risk, and more so because, well, they can't die. Issei. I will kill them if I meet them. Sun Wukong. Don't be stubborn, despite your age you are still impulsive in some things, maybe you are stronger than their leader or even each one of them, but on the other hand you are alone against a group, even if you are the strongest. Powerful, you could get a fatal attack due to carelessness, it is one of the only things left in this world that can kill you. Issei. TCH, even if I go only for one of them. Grits teeth. Sun Wukong. The entire pack will be alert to you and it will be more difficult for you to kill them. Issei. Even if they are human wolf hybrids, I will be able to kill them easily. Sun Wukong. Hits him on the head with his cane. Don't be an idiot, even if it's as you say, they've been almost as old as you or maybe more, they can only be part human, just as they can't be, and given the case they would be much more dangerous. Issei. Because all this is happening now. Sun Wukong. Releases smoke from his pipe. Sometimes the past finds us, you know, it's a very wise saying, and it fits you like a glove. Issei. That kind of past is not what I wanted. Sun Wukong. Not everything is good in life. Issei. If it were like that you don't think that the very grace of living would be lost. Issei. Do you have information about the pack of hybrids? Sun Wukong. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm a cunning monkey, of course I have it. Issei. What do you know so far? Sun Wukong. They call themselves Blood Fangs, so far there are a total of 10 members. Issei. At least I'm glad to know that there are few so far, with the time that you have passed I thought there would be more. Sun Wukong. I suppose that when creating hybrids through bite, the same rules of your race apply so not all of them convert or survive. Issei. I can say that I'm glad about that. Sun Wukong. Still there are 10, it is not a small amount for you who are only 1. Issei. I know, when my race found out about the existence they all went against each other to avoid casualties. Sun Wukong. Now that there are more of them than you it will be a problem. Issei. What more information do you have? Sun Wukong. Their leader has made deals with the Cows Brigade. Issei. Shocked that. Sun Wukong. Apparently since your existence came to light they are making their move. Issei. Everyone had to be the Cows Brigade. Sun Wukong. Looks like they found a way to stop you forever. Issei. Things are getting more and more complicated. Sun Wukong. They are not idiots so they will not appear in front of your home in the middle of the night, they will surely try to look for you when it is a strategic moment for them. Issei. With the power I currently have, they can't risk losing either. Sun Wukong. Exactly, it's like a game of who will move first, since whoever makes the first move will be analyzed by the opponent. Issei. I'm not going to make any moves. Sun Wukong. I think it is the best, however keep in mind that those who do not move so well can lose. Issei. Sighs. Well I have to go get the Yokai leader and free her, you can go now old man. Sun Wukong. Still your movements are strange, no Issei. Issei. If he holds. Sun Wukong. Questions come to my mind like what made you want to come out, what made you want to be strong, it's like your body told you what to do, before you weren't interested in anything. Issei. I guess I hadn't found the right friends to protect, and I must be strong, as you know, beyond this world, beyond this universe is a multiverse, many universes with infinite possibilities. I saw it and also fought to save it with some friends, although it is curious to call them friends knowing what or who they are. Sun Wukong. So the multiverse is true, however accessing it is not easy. Issei. That's why I use portals, but they are only at specific points, the most curious thing is that most of them are in Kuo. Sun Wukong. I guess the portals are there for a reason, maybe it means that city is part of your destiny. Issei. I guess so. Sun Wukong. I know that look, let me guess you saw someone die right? Issei. Nods. Sun Wukong. Who did you see die? Issei. My love. Sun Wukong. When a loved one dies the feeling of loss manifests itself in one way or another, but how does it feel to see yourself die? Issei. It's impossible to describe, suddenly you feel that it can't be you, but it is, suddenly you think that you could have avoided everything, including that strange situation where you yourself died, but you didn't, you try to find a blame, but no there is no one, but you, the only one you can blame is yourself for being weak. Sun Wukong. I guess a word for a feeling like that is very difficult. Issei. See you monkey marches. Sun Wukong. See you boy. Millimeters I feel like big problems are approaching. End of flashback. Issei. Ugh. Asia. Is this something wrong? Issei. Not at all, I had my head in the clouds. Arena. Well we will return home soon. Issei. Regarding that, I think we're in for a scolding from the president. Underworld. Surziches. So Azazel that's the entire Hyodo report. Azazel. Yes, but I don't come to the underworld just for that. Surziches. I know, why did they come here before going with Issei to Kuo, something must have happened, right? Azazel. Kakabiel has escaped. Surziches. He was not locked in the eternal ice, with his current powers he cannot have freed himself. Azazel. It's true and you're right about that, but maybe the circumstances are no longer the same as before, in fact I could say that they have changed. Surziches. What do you mean? Azazel. According to reports from Grigori headquarters, the guards had claw and fang marks on large parts of their body, they couldn't even put up any resistance, it was very one-sided. Surziches. Something like that doesn't seem to be Kakabiel's work, I don't think he's one of those who bites to kill. Azazel. There was no surveillance equipment in that prison, we cannot know anything other than the testimony of guards who arrived at the scene. Surziches. If so, why don't you think he could have received help? Azazel. Only his power and magic was detected, but the strange thing is this was fused or imbued with something else, it's like putting Office's snake into your body, but it's not that, it's different, and it seems familiar to me, but I'll have to do tests, we also have some of his blood at the moment they are analyzing it. Surziches. I wonder what's going on. Days before. Lair. Hey, don't you think you hear strange noises? Ard 2, what are you talking about, the prisoner can't move, it's probably your imagination. Ard. Yes you are right, but those noises you heard are creaking, shouldn't we see? Guard 2, Kakabiel will be frozen for all eternity, he does not have enough power to get out on his own, calm down if. Guard. I agree. In the room a large pillar of ice could be seen, but it was cracking little by little, inside it lay the presence of an inert and silent man, where he could only speak in his mind for eternity. Kakabiel. I lost against that stupid dog, no shit can't be happening like this. I am Kakabiel, I survived facing God and the Demon King, I did not defeat them, but I did not die, and now I am defeated by a dog. I am a general of the fallen angels. The ice crystal cracked more and more. Kakabiel. That Hyodo Issei boy must die, I care if he is immortal, I will find a way, but not only him, Azazel will also perish, the angels need a new command, someone to give them a strong hand. I will make wars, I will enjoy them, no matter what, I want it all, I want war. The ice crystal was cracking, it got to the point where everything was covered in cracks ready to break. Kakabiel. I will kill Hyodo Issei, I am going to do it no matter what it costs me, even if it takes years I will do it, he must die, anyone who does not follow my ideals must die, I am the one who is right, not them, I will create Grigori from scratch, with fallen angels to support me from scratch, only fallen angels to follow my good judgment, to follow my reasoning. Do not dare to call me selfish, you are the selfish ones, my companions in the war betrayed me, how dare you to abandon me, wars are everything. The crystal was destroyed and an arm was shown, but its appearance changed and it began to transform. Kakabiel. Yes, they are everything, after all, how do we dare to make peace with those doves and those bats, not how we dare to make peace with other mythologies, we are not cowards, we are beings who fought in the Great War, and we survived, we are perfection, no, I am perfection itself for not having lost the vision of the war, and right now they are going to pay for it. The crash of the destroyed glass was heard outside, where the guards alerted everyone and quickly entered the room to see what was happening. Guards. Stop. Guard 2, don't move, we'll tell the staff, stay calm, we'll take you to Azazel for interrogation, turn around whoever you are. Kakabiel. Azazel, that damn. Guard. Hey, this guy is the only one here, so where is Kakabiel? Guard 2, turn around right now. Guard. Hey look, his face, his body, what's happening to him, is he a chimera monster? Guard 2, it doesn't seem like it, more like. At that moment the guards lost their lives in the blink of an eye, being bitten on the neck and releasing a large gush of blood. More guards arrived, but were brutally torn apart, while with their faces of panic and confusion, they turned back before falling to the ground and lose life. Kakabiel. I'm going to kill you, Azazel, but first I'll kill the damn one who left me here, I'll kill Hyodo Issei, then I'll go for you, all Grigori will be mine, because now they'll see what a real monster is, get ready Hyodo Issei, because you and only you. Footsteps from more guards could be heard, but they were all easily defeated, while he alone walked and left straight ahead. Kakabiel. You are going to meet your creator. Season 2 Episode 8. A Forgotten Problem. It was night, you could see a waning moon, and a fair with lights on, two people in particular were walking there. Riaz. Issei, come this way. Issei. Hey, don't you think you're getting away, Riaz sigh, she looks like a girl. Riaz. I'm here. Issei. There are many people, I can't see you. Riaz. I'll go through the forest. Issei. Wait a moment, damn, hey, and the huge crowd rubs eyes. From one moment to the next affair was empty, with no people anywhere. Issei. I don't smell magic or anything. Riaz, could you come here, I think something strange is happening. Riaz. Come on, nothing strange happens, stop walking in that crowded fair and come to the forest, they say they will light a bonfire. Issei. But I think that's the point, there are no people, there is no one, I don't think it's magic, or is it? Riaz. There is always someone. Issei. What did you say? The silence became perpetual, I did not hear Riaz's voice, and the fair was silent, even the games were quiet. Issei. Riaz. Walks into the forest. Riaz, if it's a joke that you and the girls are playing on me to scare me, I'll tell them once and for all, that I'm a werewolf, and I've seen so many horror movies in my life to not scare me. For surprises. Riaz. Issei. Issei. Riaz, where are you? I can't see you, and I think this joke is not to my liking, we came to the fair to have fun. Hey wait, since when is there a fair in Kuo, and it's also September? A few drops of blood would fall from above, splashing Issei's head. Issei. Looks up. What was above was Riaz, but its body was split in half. Riaz. This is your fault. Issei. Would start to back away. I holds head. But then from one moment to the next, Issei hits his back on something and turns around. Issei. Opens his eyes. No. No. The bodies of Irina, Asia and Zenobia were skewered on a tree branch, as if they were a human skewer. Irina. We trust you. Zenobia. You said you would protect us. Asia. How could you do this to me, Issei-san? Issei. It turns left, this is not real, it can't be. At that moment a hand would touch Issei. Issei. Oh my god Akeno, it's you, holds on, I'm glad you're okay. At that moment his smile would change to a face of despair. Akeno's body would have its belly open, and inside it would be the half head of Isara and Kaneko, forming a single head. Akeno. We are waiting for you. Isara. Kaneko. Why did you do this to us, why didn't you protect us? Issei. Vomits. Ai releases hand. Drake, please, are you there? You know what happens, I must transform and fix everything. Yes, maybe if I do something. Yes, Drake speaks at once. Say something, damn it. Issei was going crazy and Drake was not responding. Issei's mentality was very damaged and his body could not transform. Issei. What's wrong? Because I can't transform. Things would get worse when he felt a presence that he recognized, but for some reason it caused him fear. Rainer. Hello, how long my dear Issei? Issei. You are dead. Yes, you are definitely dead. Rainer. Oh, it's true, I'm dead. It's not like that, but I don't look like her. Issei. You caused all this, I'm leaving you, I'm going to kill you. Issei would try to transform and summon Drake, but it didn't give any results. Rainer. Oh my Issei, you thought that because I didn't have the curse I wouldn't come to you. Issei. Why did this happen? Rainer. Because you rejected my love. Stop. At that moment a glow of light would arrive and Rainer would be very upset, but it would disappear as the place returned to silence until being interrupted again by the voice. Lucky that it arrived in time, otherwise who knows what would have happened. Unfortunately, intervening again directly will be impossible. After all, the type of existence that I am, it is the type of existence that cannot be used itself. Issei. What happened? Stunned. Your mind is now clear, that's good, I don't have time, I have to go. Issei. But Rainer, the girls, what the hell is happening? I try to corrupt you through fear and helplessness, apparently she is taking more precautions. Issei. Who are you? I'm sorry, I must go. The multiverse is in chaos again. Issei. Something is happening to the multiverse, that's why Rainer appeared in my dreams. You are very intelligent, very soon they will come, for now solve the problems of your universe, so that they are ready to leave. Issei. Wait. At that moment everything would become clear and Issei would wake up in bed surrounded by girls, but he had a tremendously shocked face. He looked at them all and calmed down little by little. When he saw them alive, he turned around for a moment to see Riaz and caress her hair. Issei. That was just a dream. Oh, maybe it was like that time with the visions, but this time the voice, it was clearer. One thing is for sure, big problems are coming again. Riaz. Wake up, rubs his eyes at her. Is something wrong, Issei? Issei. I had a nightmare, that's all. Riaz. I guess even the strongest get scared sometimes. Come on, hugs him. I promise I won't let anything happen to you. Issei. I should say that, lies down again. Riaz. Goes back to sleep. Issei. If it wasn't a nightmare and it was real, it means that something is happening again with the multiverse, and what I'm sure of is that it has to do with that Rainer girl. It means that the other Hyodo Issei and I forgot about a problem, a big problem. Looks at the ceiling. I just hope it's the only problem I've forgotten there. Elsewhere. Bikabiel. Smiles. Very soon we will see each other's faces. Hyodo Issei. Just let me control this gift that you gave me, and I promise that I will give you a great ending, an ending that no one has ever given you. That is the objective, let's go for it. No, the boss said to keep an eye on him and we will not attack lightly. Why? He is a fallen angel wolf, the only one there is, and he is also a leader of the fallen angels. His power must be very great. Then why don't we just recruit him? Because the boss wants to see if he is worthy of entering the pack. Exactly how do you want to carry out that? If not, we will attack him. Easy, we will see how he hunts his prey. The boss is very intelligent and knows how to keep me entertained. Smiles. Bloodfangs always knows how to choose new members well. What happens if it refuses or fails? Do you know what happens in both cases? Or he dies for his prey to him. Or by our hand. Smiles. Monday. The cult club. Issei. Yawn. I'm sleepy. Asia. Didn't you sleep well, Issei? Issei. I had a bit of a restless dream. Riaz. You should take better care of yourself, the mind is not immortal like your body. Issei. I know, well, at last the body is more fragile, the mind is. Zenobia. You should train to strengthen your mind. Issei. That's complicated, although I've already done it, however there are times when that also fails. Isara. Well, what you missed was sleeping at home, you sleep here at school, don't you? Issei. Basically it's true. Akeno. As long as you don't fall asleep in the fight that is to come there will be no problems. Issei. What exactly is he fighting? Akeno. Us against Sererg's team. Issei. I would certainly be interested in seeing Sererg's power. I think he would be one of the few who will come head on against me, which makes it very interesting. Riaz. It is certainly hand-to-hand combat, since he has no talent for magic. Issei. No. So it's someone from the Bale family, without magic and only has a physical body, it sounds great. Zenobia. I think he's excited too. Issei. One thing I haven't asked since I joined you is what my position is in the underworld. Rias. Well, to tell the truth, you are very famous. Issei. Am I? Zenobia. If there are action figures of you roaming around the underworld, you have given the Gremory family a lot of money. Issei. They make money at my expense. Wow, I feel like a social worker. Azazel. He just arrived and things are already so lively. Issei. Azazel, it's strange to see you here so early, I thought you'd have more work. Azazel. Well, I came to talk to you alone. Issei. Not because I am immortal will I undergo a deadly and risky experiment. Azazel. It's not that, but thanks for letting me know in advance, I have to talk to you privately. Issei. Sigh fine, I'll be right back. Rias. Wait. But Issei was out the doors before he could hear Rias. Rias. Bekeno. Is something wrong? Rias. It's because Issei acts very strange since he had the nightmare. Asia. For Issei, who is the type of person who always worries about everyone, maybe the nightmare was about his loved ones being hurt. Rias. That would explain his behavior. Zenobia. He should know that we will always be here, we are not weak. Rias. It's true, but it still worries me that Azazel wants to talk to him alone, knowing him, the news he wants to give him shouldn't be good at all. Bekeno. Let's hope for the best result. With Issei. Azazel. It seems like this is a good place to talk quietly. Issei. So what did you want us to talk about in private? Azazel. Issei, do you remember Kakabiel? Issei. Kakabiel, yes I remember, but not that he is dead, I fought him. Azazel. Don't you remember that the white man appeared back then and took him away? Issei. No wait, I mean he must be dead, the immortal werewolf blood couldn't stand it. Azazel. But what are you talking about? Issei would explain to Azazel about the rules and hybrids etc. At that moment Azazel's mind clears and he shows a worried face as he puts all the pieces together. Issei. Azazel, your expression gives me a bad feeling, what happened? Azazel. Kakabiel was condemned and locked up for all eternity, or at least that's how it should have been. Issei. What happened to him? Azazel. He escaped, not only that, the guards had bite marks and claws, their lifeless bodies are being examined. I came to visit you because on the corpses, we found fallen angel DNA and your DNA, or at least that of a werewolf. Issei. Oh damn, I should have finished it when I could. Everything that will happen is my fault, if only I hadn't let him go. Azazel. Don't blame yourself, it was mine to let him live, but he was a comrade in arms, so apart from me, I couldn't accept killing him without mercy. Issei. Now we have to solve the problem and definitely kill him once and for all. Azazel. Have you hunted hybrids before? Issei. I was still a child when my clan went out to hunt them, my dad told me everything that happened, he prepared me for when it was my turn, but I never did it personally, what I do know is that now he can kill me. Azazel. So do you have any ideas? Issei. First tell Surziches and tell them to be alert, I will go tell the others the situation. Azazel. Okay, even so, if he has the powers of an immortal wolf, why doesn't he come for us at once? Issei. He's not stupid, he knows that his body changed, that's why he must be practicing to get used to it, maybe he's even already done it considering the time of the escape. Azazel. Do you think he'll come for me? Issei. He will, but after he has killed me, he will come first for who caused his defeat. Azazel. I know this is new for you, but don't die leaves. Issei. I'll try not to, I have to tell the others quickly. From above in the distance a shadow observed the city of Kuo. Kakabiel. I could attack now, but as you say Hyodo Issei, the night is my time. Season 2 Episode 9. Werewolf vs Fallen Angel Wolf. Rias. So you are telling us that Kakabiel is now a hybrid and is coming here to destroy you. Issei. That's why I need you to leave. Rias. Sighs, I can't believe my fiancé is an idiot. Issei. What's that about now? Bekeno. Seriously, you are very bad, Issei. Issei. I don't understand. Isara. Hey, we are family, friends and colleagues, we would never leave someone alone, especially if they are in a life or death situation. Hiba. Definitely let us show you that we can take care of ourselves. Asia. Yes, we won't let you fight alone. Hineko. Issei-san can be very stubborn sometimes. Zenobia. We are going to help you even if you don't want to. Issei. I'm really glad to have met such good friends. Everyone smiles at Issei's comment. Asia. When do you think he will come, Issei? Issei. I know how he thinks, now that he has powers like mine he will come in the night. Rias. Then let's make a plan, because this fight will not be easy. Issei. Okay, still, because I have a feeling of discomfort. The night fell, all the talks of his plan were done. Issei was standing in the forest, far from Kuo City, to avoid collateral damage even with the barrier. Issei. The moon today is waning well, a beautiful full moon would not be good for this occasion, feels the smell of someone else. You can get out of there, I can smell your smell, although it's strange that be here, because the person I'm waiting for is not you. Dreg. I didn't expect this either. Albion. We have very problematic carriers. Dreg. Bali. Hello Hyodo Issei. Issei. Call me Issei, it's more common for me. Bali. Well Issei, I guess the first thing you will say will be. Issei. What are you doing here? Yes, honestly that's what I think about. Bali. Well, we haven't had a chance to talk, we haven't, and I want to do it now. Issei. Honestly, you're right, I also wanted to find time to talk. Bali. I start with the questions or you ask them first. Issei. You go first, but let's hope there's time, it's already night and there's a troublesome person coming this way. Bali. I know about Kakabiel, I don't want to get involved in your business if you don't want to. Issei. Then start, because the talk ends when he appears. Bali. Tell me, of all the wearers of red, possibly you have been the most well, the one who has had the longest. Issei. You are wrong about that, there were wearers older than me, however a sacred gear is transferred when its wearer dies, so it is difficult to know if you have it from birth or when you are old, and awakening it is not easy. If you are not born with talent it can take a while to appear. Dreg has told me that some carriers awaken it at advanced stages. Bali. Since when have you had it? Issei. 100 years exactly. Bali. As I guessed, it's a long lead compared to me. Issei. I was impressed too, but I guess neither you nor I chose this, or our lives. Bali. You're right, now tell me, could you do me favor? Issei. That question is more like answering and asking, but it's strange that you come to ask me for a favor. Bali. Circumstances are complicated. Issei noticed that Bali's voice was of a different, darker tone, possibly his circumstances were complicated. Issei. You are part of the Cows Brigade, and basically you ask your enemy for help. If I help you it is considered helping the enemy, basically an act of betrayal, but I just want a simple answer, why should I help you? Bali moves his lips slowly, saying a few words in a low tone. Issei was so shocked when he heard that he couldn't stop shaking. Issei. Okay, what do you want? 4 minutes later. Bali. Thank you. Issei. At least now I know that you are not an enemy or a terrorist, I understand your reasons now, but are you sure about that? Bali. I am. Issei. Okay, but remember, if things are not controlled I will have to. Bali. I know. Issei. How long will you continue as a terrorist? Bali. Only when I have all the pieces in my hand and I can be sure. Issei. I will wait for it, now you must go. Bali. I already feel a presence. Issei. It's close, you have to go. Bali. Don't die. Issei. I have. At that moment Bali had left and Issei was completely alone, then a figure appeared before him. Kakabiel. Long time, I'm glad to see you again. Issei. I wish I could say the same thing, but it's not true. Kakabiel. I guess words are unnecessary. Issei. You said it. Kakabiel. Don't think you will win, I have familiarized myself to the point that I know the techniques. Issei. You know, I wouldn't mind if there was a hybrid between fallen angel and werewolf, what matters to me is that your dirty blood stains mine. Kakabiel. I'll tear your eyes out. Issei. Come if you're capable, stray dog. At that moment Kakabiel would appear behind Issei to kick him. Shock. Issei. Do you really think I would let my guard down holding his leg? Kakabiel. No, but I have you right where I want. Twists his leg to do a 360-degree turn, gain momentum and kick him with the other leg. Issei. Takes distance. You really are a masochist. Spits blood. Kakabiel. And you say that? Issei. Aren't you going to transform? Kakabiel. Smiles. I just want to see what limits I can reach in this state. Issei. Then I will make you transform. At that moment Issei would appear in front and punch Kakabiel in the face. Kakabiel. Yes, this is fun. Hits his belly. Issei. Grabs his fist and kicks his jaw. Kakabiel. Spits blood. You really are quick to react, but creates 2 spears of light and stabs his legs. I am too. Issei. TCH. Kneels. Cut bones and tendons, it doesn't matter, they will heal quickly. Issei would try to get up but couldn't, which surprised him. Kakabiel. You forget, now I'm like you, my attacks can kill you, and my magic is included in those attacks. Before the magical attacks of a fallen angel did not affect you, but now I no longer fit into that category. Issei. Looks at him with contemplation. Kakabiel. Now that I am immortal, I am invincible, and I will end up confirming it when you die by my hand. Brings his hand closer to Issei to finish him off. Now you will die on your knees. Issei smiles. You even believe Wolf Clan art neck ripper. Cut. At that moment Issei was behind Kakabiel, a stream of blood would come out of his neck, making him react quickly and put his hand on his neck to stop the flow of blood. Kakabiel. Damn, everything was an act with hand on neck. Issei. I just wanted to confirm if you were such an idiot to let your guard down, and I confirmed it. Kakabiel. Begins to transform. I'm going to tear you completely apart. Issei. I guess the warm-ups are over. Transforms. Shock. Blow. Noise. Cut. Tear. Blow. Issei. It's faster. Kakabiel. Dai grabs him and drags him across the floor. Issei composes himself and kicks him in the stomach, propelling him upwards. Kakabiel spreads his wings to stop in the air and plummets towards him with more strength. Issei stops him. It's more complicated than I thought. Kakabiel. Tell me how long you will continue protecting Gremory and his family from him, and how long it will take you to know what is useless. Issei. Shut up, I will kill anyone who tries to hurt them. Kakabiel. It could be me or someone else, but I look at those eyes with mine and I can see it. You've already lost someone, haven't you? Issei. Don't talk too much if you want to keep your language. Kakabiel smiles. I'm hitting the mark. Issei. Wolf Clan art devouring fangs. Kakabiel. Oh, I think it's time to interrupt my conversation. It's time to get serious. 2 hybrid art black feathers. At that moment blood came out of Issei's body. He could see black feathers buried in it, but instead of being soft feathers, they were harder than a steel sword. Issei falls to the ground. Hybrid art. I should have guessed. Spits blood. Kakabiel. I see your eyes and I can see that you have already lost someone, but that loss was not because you were not very strong, nor because you did not arrive on time. Issei. Stop right now. Kakabiel. That loss was one of helplessness, not being able to do anything. Issei. His eyes tremble with anger. Flashback. I am sorry, I am truly sorry. Issei. There will be a way. I'm sorry, I must continue with my life. Issei. Please don't do this to me. Falls to her knees. Sarah. With tears. I'm sorry, but we both know this isn't going to work. Look at you, you look like a child. Issei gets up. I can do something, I will grow, I will learn to control my form or something, I will find a way. Sarah. And after that, we both know what would follow. You know I'm sorry, I'm not the girl for you. Issei lowers head. Sarah. I'm letting you go. I'm sorry I ended up getting older before you, is that okay? Issei. It doesn't matter. End of flashback. Kakabiel. Immortality can be a punishment if the one you love is a human, although I suppose that since you fell in love with those dirty bats, you won't have the fear that you can see them die. After all, the longevity of a demon is almost eternal. They do not die due to age, they can only die if they are killed. Issei. Hey, you finished talking once and for all. Art of the Wolf Clan waning moon. Kakabiel. Hybrid art protection of the Dark Angel. Shock. Shaking. Blow. Noise. Kakabiel. You move well, it's amazing that you keep up with me. Issei. Sigh. For someone who has only been a hybrid for a short time, your power clouds your judgment. Kakabiel. Shut your mouth, you're just a lonely puppy. Issei smiles now. Kakabiel. He. Flashback. Rias. So what is Issei's plan? Issei. I need to deliver a fatal blow, our regeneration will be interrupted. Of course if they are minor blows or cuts I will heal, but not so fast. The same still applies to the Dibba. If you want to kill him you need to go through his skin, right? Issei. That's right, if the damage is to an organ of his body it won't be able to regenerate like before, but it must be fatal, so I will hit him in the heart, so I will kill him instantly. Ikeno. I doubt that an attack there would not plan to dodge or block it. Issei. Here you come in. Rias. I see you will use that boy. Issei. Song. End of flashback. At that moment Zenobia and Kiba would leave the surrounding area. Issei. I'm not alone, idiot. Kakabiel. Why can't I move? Gasper. His eyes were shining. Issei. The plan is simple, Gasper will stop him with his sacred gear so he can't move. Kiba. Zenobia. Hi arms are cut off. Issei. Zenobia and Kiba will cut off his arms to prevent him from blocking, they will not regenerate as quickly due to our fight starts running. Kakabiel. Damn. Ikeno. Hey, you remember me, damn it. Flash of lightning. Issei. Ikeno will stun him to ensure his next movements. Rias. Asara. Shoot their eyes. Kakabiel. Roars with anger. Damn you. Issei. Rias and Asara will shoot a concentrated amount of their magic on him to burn his eyes on him and he can't see. Roswis. Create some runes. Issei. covers his ears from him. Lastly, Roswis will make special runes that amplify and direct the sound. Since a wolf's hearing is acute, a massive noise will cause deafness to the enemy. Roswis shoots the runes. Everyone covers your ears. Everyone covers their ears as a screeching sound wave is released and heard by Cacabiel. Cacabiel. Aya screams in pain. Cacabiel's ears were bleeding. Issei. Our entire plan is based on depriving him of his senses, all but one, since it is the sense I need, the sense of touch, to torture him for what he has done. Cacabiel. I'm going to kill them. Issei. The only one who dies here today is you, Wolf Clan Art Black Reaper Drag. Boost 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 booster. Cacabiel. I can't end up like this, I can't end up being defeated by nobody. Issei hits him in the chest, piercing his heart, creating a wave of energy and a shock that sends him flying several kilometers. Cacabiel. Hyodo Issei. Issei. I hope you stay dead. Collapses on the ground. Season 2 Episode 10. The problems are not over. A perpetual darkness was shown, and no one could be seen in it, but a figure wrapped in it slowly became prison floating. Issei. Millimeters, where am I? Where is here? Hello? This doesn't seem like a dream, I must have fainted. Breg. You're right, mate. Issei. A dragon here? Breg. That's right. Issei. Can you tell me what I'm doing here, or rather what is this place? Breg. You are inside the booster gear. Issei. Wait, if I remember correctly, this place was white and not black, there were also the previous bears. Breg. This happened after your dream. Issei. You're talking about Raynor. Breg. That voice from your dreams helped you before and was able to stop whatever Raynor wanted to do to you, however it didn't stop him from hurting you. When you saw Riaz and the others dead in such horrible ways, this place became like this. Issei. The curse of Raynor, my other version said that they fell in love with her, and then when she died, she left them a curse. Breg. I'm probably trying to do the same thing, but you didn't fail for it. Issei. So I try to make it cursed. Breg. Possibly, but creating curses that weaken your heart through the mind is not something someone like her can do, much less put them into a Longinus class sacred gear unless. Issei. It's stronger, isn't it? Breg. In the multiverse fight, you remember what that version of you was trying to do. Issei. Revive her, but in the end he sacrificed himself to destroy her so she would never come back. Breg. Something happened, maybe that's why she's alive. No, more than that, she's stronger than we can imagine, and possibly we will have all the answers at the end of this long journey. Issei. But first we must solve the current problems. Looked at the place. How did he destroy this curse? Breg. We will expel it slowly with your energy, since it is in the sacred gear and not in your body, it will be easier. Issei. It means that I will have to be without fighting or using my energy. Breg. That's right, I know the situation is not good now. Issei. I need to make sure Cacabiel is dead. Breg. This energy has been limiting you since it emerged. Issei. Certainly, I didn't feel normal in the fight with Cacabiel. Breg. Possibly this curse is not like the one your other versions have ever had, the sooner we get rid of it the better, otherwise you will continue to be limited. Issei. Because things get complicated in my life. Breg. Hahaha, bear it, mate. Issei. Okay, how long will it take? Breg. I'm doing it right now, it will take about a day. Issei. Okay, I'm going to wake up once and for all to get out of here. At that moment, in the blink of an eye he would feel a white cushion on his back, it was the bed, and as he looked up he could see an empty room. Issei. I'm home, apparently moves his hand from him. Well, I should T fight today. At that moment the door opens and someone passes through it, closing it after passing through. Azazel. You finally woke up. Issei. Hello. Azazel. Sits next to him. How are you? Issei. My body is fine, but I won't be able to fight for today, and I will have to rest. Azazel. Is there a problem? 10 minutes of explanation later. Azazel. I see the multiverse again. Issei. Anyway, let's not get involved in something that is not going to happen now. Azazel. Certainly, anyway I suppose you want to know what happened after you lost consciousness. Issei. That's right. Azazel. You know I'm not one to lie, so I'll say this, we didn't find any traces of Cacabiel, that's why I came to have you confirm one thing, was the attack you gave it enough to disintegrate it? Issei. I can tell you that because of my condition it is not, if it were like that I would be calmer. Azazel. As I assumed then, we can guess that he is alive. Issei. Even so, his arms were cut off, he lost his eyes and received magic damage, considering my final blow to the heart, his condition must have been that of a dying man, to the point of losing his life in a short time. Azazel. So someone helped him escape. Issei. It can only be that reason, there is no other explanation, otherwise they would have already found the body. Azazel. But who do you think could have helped him? Issei. I don't know, but they should have treated him quickly, otherwise he would die. Azazel. Well, who wouldn't be interested in a fallen angel wolf who is immortal? Issei. The Cows Brigade recruits dangerous elements, it is a possibility, but if it is not them, who can it be? Azazel. Don't kill yourself thinking about answers we don't have yet. Issei. By the way, what about the others? Azazel. They were worried when you collapsed to the point of crying, after all the only thing that can kill you is what you were fighting against. Issei. Sighs certainly, but I finally found people to love, I'm not going to die yet. Azazel. Well, rest, the others will come to see you later. Issei. Yes, I understand. Azazel. By the way, you should prepare for tomorrow. Issei. Huh. What are you taking about? Azazel. Don't tell me you forgot, tomorrow is the Bale and Gremory rating game match. Issei. God, I forgot, is it really tomorrow? Azazel. That's right, Sererg is a very strong melee guy. Issei. Sighs, I must recover today, as soon as possible. 4 hours later. Rias. Staying still in bed is uncomfortable for you. Issei. It's not a problem, staying still doesn't bother me, as long as I'm doing something like talking to you. Tiba. Issei, I wanted to ask you something. Issei. Oh, what is it? Tiba. Well, Azazel told us about the dream and the multiverse then. Asia. You saw us die, right? Issei. Trembling. Rias. Takes his hand from him. We are not going to die, trust us. Issei. Sighs. I didn't want to talk about that dream and worry them. Tiba. Friends and colleagues are there to support each other even in trivial things. Issei. Certainly. Rias. So how is the expulsion of the curse going? Issei. If Azazel told you everything, then I guess you know it will be a whole day here. Greg. It's barely halfway done. Issei. It's like you're going to charge a cell phone, but instead of putting in energy you have to take it out. Tiba. What a strange but accurate description. Roswis. That's why you weren't 100% anyway. Issei. Yes. Rias. By the way, if you had been at the maximum, you could have finished off Kakabiel. Issei. I should have used light wolf mode to defeat him. Everyone was confused by what Issei said, not understanding what he meant. Rias. Hey Issei, what is the light wolf mode? Tiba. I never heard of anything that had to be done with a sacred gear called mode. Issei. It's true, because you've never seen it. The mode is a unique and special state. Tiba. In what sense is it unique? Issei. Looks at the ceiling. Well, how can I tell you? Imagine that the balance breaker is a state that its wearer reaches by mastering their sacred gear. Tiba. I know, for all sacred gear wielders reaching balance breaker is a great achievement. Issei. Well, as you know, there is nothing beyond the balance breaker, but a way where you have access to the real powers of your sacred gear. Tiba. Real powers. Akeno. I heard about that, for the red and white it would be Juggernaut no drive, where they have access to the powers of the celestial dragons. Issei. Not exactly all of them, but basically it is like this, we take on the appearance of a humanoid dragon, and it consumes our magic. If our vital energy is not enough, in my case being immortal, well, my vitality is infinite, but it no longer takes it, since it's been a long time since I defeated the hate of the bears. Rias. But what is the mode? Issei. That's what I'm going for, as you know there is nothing bigger than the balance breaker, what follows are evolutions or levels of it, like the Juggernaut no drive etc. Tiba. Then the mode is an evolution or higher level of the same balance breaker. Issei. You get close in part, but no, imagine that when you reach the balance breaker you have a limit that cannot be exceeded until you go to the next level. Rias. I see, even if your magic is infinite, you will not be able to generate more power until you master the required level. Issei. Exactly, think of the limits as padlocks and your energy as water. The padlocks prohibit the passage of water until you find the key, after passing there will be more levels, and you will have to look for more keys. Tiba. So the mode is? Issei. The way to break locks without the key. Hearing this, everyone was shocked. Issei. The mode allows you to break all limits, without having to master or go up to the next level, a way to pick the lock. Tiba. That's crazy. Issei. Certainly it is, but it is true, however do not think that there are no consequences. Tiba. Are there any? Issei. Breaking the limits by force has several prices, although you can break them all, which do they think would be the main problem? Akeno. The body, it's no use being able to skip levels by force if you end up destroying your body. Issei. Exactly, among the problems are that you can break your body, you can literally split in two or explode, it can destroy your mind to the point that you no longer know what reality is, destroy the soul and be left with an empty body until the flesh rots, get eaten by worms or go crazy and commit suicide. Kiba. So how do you avoid going through that? Issei. You will easily feel yourself a level that you should not pass, your body will transmit a feeling of danger to you, as if it were telling you that you are going to die if you take one more step, at that moment you know that you cannot break the next lock. Kiba. Wow, the risk is something immense. Issei. That's right, in my case maybe I'm immortal, but my mind and soul aren't, that's why it's very risky to use it lightly, I can use it whenever I want because I have experience, but someone without it, well, you know what would happen. Kiba. How do you get to the state of mode? Issei. First of all, to reach that state you need the desire or emotional state to break the limits at the cost of everything. Kiba. Do you mean wanting to be stronger? Issei. It is not the desire for strength, it is breaking all the limits of your will, soul, mind and body. Rias. I see, when you say breaking limits you are talking about breaking absolutely all of them, I don't want to imagine the emotional state of the required subject. Issei. Emotional states can vary from suffering, hatred and destruction to happiness, love and protection, it all depends on the wearer. Kiba. And then what's next? Issei. Well, basically channeling it into a chant and reciting it, I know it will transform into that feeling and give it shape, which can vary depending on the user, in my case an armor that looks like a wolf. Kiba. Anyone with sacred gear that meets the above requirements, could they achieve it? Issei. That's right, even you could do the Kiba thing, you just need to find your emotional state. Rias. But it is better not to do risky things right now. Issei. You're right, for now focus on mastering the balance breaker first without skipping anything. Kiba. I'll do it calmly, I'm not the type to do dangerous things at the first try. Issei. Sighs, I'm glad to hear it. Kiba. By the way, have you found other sacred gear users who use the mode? Issei. Well, I only know the other versions of me from the other universes, so no. Rias. Issei, look. Issei. Surprised. The dark mist was coming out of the red gauntlet that suddenly appeared on Issei's hand. Greg. Calm down mate, everything is in order, 100% expelled, you can give it your all tomorrow. Rias. I got a tremendous scare. Issei. You should have warned anyway, thank you Dreg. Rias. Well, I think we should prepare. Issei. Yes, me too, something tells me there will be many surprises. Somewhere else. Why did we save it? The boss contacted me at the last minute, he wants him alive. Bikabiel. It is a Hyodo Issei that you have met. Season 2 Episode 11. Match interrupted. Issei. Well, Sererg, I hope you're ready, because I'm going to give it my all. Sererg. I say the same. Oh, but look who are bats and crows. Azazel. Hades. Hades. Today I have not come to take your soul, so do not die. Issei. That is Hades and those around him are. Azazel. Reapers of souls, do N''T let his appearance fool you, Hades is one of the guys I would never like to face. Issei. I can smell your hostility. Azazel. Well, the battle is going to start so. At that moment, screams and scandals are heard everywhere. Issei. Azazel, that's normal. Azazel. It's not someone attacks us. Issei. Who the hell is coming to the underworld to attack in a place where a raiding game will be held? Rias. Issei, don't believe that. Issei. Azazel, I think I have an idea. At that moment everyone sees the scene of the attack on a screen, directed by a single person. Rias. Sererg, I need you to help me evacuate the civilians. Sererg. Okay. Issei. Azazel, I'm going to help, if Kakabiel came back I'm the only one who can kill him, and I'll make sure I don't fail this time. Azazel. Okay, I'll help with the evacuation, but the place is full because of the raiding game, so you'll have to keep it at bay, because I mean an area not inhabited by anyone. Issei. I'll take care of it, starts running. Azazel. Let's go quickly. Issei. This energy is different, I clearly smell a hybrid, but besides that there is something else, a third element involved. Greg. Something strange is happening mate, the energy you feel. Issei. It's similar to the one he had in the sacred gear, but it doesn't seem to affect him like it does me. Greg. It seems that energy changed his hybrid form to a point where it turned him into a living monster. Issei. Kakabiel, you damn bastard, what the hell did you do? Several hours before. Kakabiel. Damn you Hyodo Issei. I see that you have a lot of energy, you must already be healing. Kakabiel. I'm supposed to be immortal because I don't heal quickly. Because you fought with a werewolf, the immortal factor is weakened between its fights to be able to kill itself, at this moment you have barely recovered it, you will heal shortly. Kakabiel. I thought I had it under control, and he was the one who set the trap for me. Grits teeth. Don't feel bad, maybe things would have been different or maybe not, what's the point of complaining? Vocabial. Don't buck around, who are you to tell me what I need to do? Hey, what's happening, why so much noise? He's already woken up, we were just talking. Vocabial. Who the hell are you two? My name is Kate and he is Shin, we are part of Blood Fangs, a pack made up of hybrids. Shin. Be proud that you interested the boss, that's a privilege. Vocabial. I couldn't care less about your stupid boss. Shin. Takes out claws, you're dying now. Hate. Stops him. Shin. Why? Hate. These are the boss's orders, we must take him with him. Shin. TCH insulted, the boss deserves to die. Hate. The boss hates it more when you do and apostrophe T follow his orders, you understand. Shin. Okay. Vocabial. They won't take me with anyone. Hate. How do you plan to prevent it? Tell me, we are 2 against 1, and even if you heal your wounds, we are also hybrids, we can make you unconscious again. Vocabial. No, I won't allow it. Hate. You don't have a vote here. Hate would look at him with seriousness and murderous intensity. Vocabial. I need more strength, I want more power. At that moment a flash of blue light would go to where Kate, Vocabial and Shin were. Hate. Shock dodge it. Shin. Jumps to the side. The shock wave was minimal, as the energy that came with great power calmed down like a soft breeze, and immediately a figure could be seen. You said you wanted more power. Vocabial. He. Shin. Who the hell is he? Hate. I don't know, but I see it and I'm just scared. Shin. It's just one. Hate. That man is not normal, believe me, what's more, his smell is unique, it doesn't come from here. Shin. Sniffs, you're right, we still have to take Vocabial. Hate. That's right, let's go. If they move from there it will be a big mistake. Shin. Who the hell are you? The man became visible, turning around, the image of him was impossible not to recognize, hair white as snow, a katana at his waist, a blue shirt, black jacket and pants. But what made him stand out the most was his name, since they were in front of the father of one of the Hyodo Issei from another universe, and one of the strongest people in this universe. Virgil. Virgil. I warn you, you will not keep your limbs. Hate. Shin. Shut up and die. Virgil. Advanced Sparta technique, molecular dismemberment. At that moment the two were cut like simple vegetables, sliced one by one. Vocabial. Shocked. Vocabial was still, he knew that who he was facing was not someone he could challenge, he was afraid of the power he gave off, for the first time he did not want to fight someone. Virgil. Turns to see Vocabial. My mistress will come, she will grant you your wish. Vocabial. He. At that moment another flash, but this one was black and darker, almost disgusting. He approached, Virgil got on his knees, by the time he landed, his figure was also recognizable anywhere, and even more so for Vocabial, because he knew who belonged to the fallen angels. Rainer. Hello leader Vocabial, although I suppose the leader thing does not apply when your little pupil surpassed the master. Vocabial. Rainer. You are not. Rainer. Dead, that's what you meant, hahaha, it's very funny, I'm certainly Rainer, but not the Rainer of your universe. Vocabial. You say you come from another universe. Rainer. Ding dong, you guessed correctly. Vocabial. What are you doing here? Rainer. You see, I want to do something regarding the Hyodo Issei of all the universes, I want to turn them into my love slaves and make the multiverse a place of love where only they love me. Her eyes showed darkness. Vocabial kept her movements to a minimum, she knew two things, she was not the Rainer he knew, she is certainly not the Rainer of this universe, she is completely crazy, and hearing that thought from him, that he wants a world of infinite wars, implied how crazy that she is, but the second thing he knew was that she has a power greater than her own. So he would only have to accept without denying what she wanted to do to him. Vocabial. How can you be so strong? Rainer. If you want to know, right, smiles. She would unbutton her shirt because the new outfit she was wearing was completely black, the only part that was covered when unbuttoned were her breasts, but the scene that Vocabial sees is one of first-degree horror. Vocabial. Shocked, what are you? Rainer. Smiles, they gave me everything, they are not bright like the stars. What you see are 6 gems stuck or fused with his skin, 2 on the lower waist, 1 on the upper waist, 2 on the shoulders and the last one on his forehead, slowly emerging like a third eye. Those gems were very well known, they were the cause of all the discord in the multiverse, since the Issei of Universe 2, the return of the hero of the factions, used them to return to the past. Because of them the events in each universe are different, because of them there are more than 12 universes than there were at that time, with different and infinite possibilities. Vocabial. Tell me, what do you want, kill me? Rainer. No, how can you think that, if I had wanted you dead, I wouldn't have sent my puppet to help you. Vocabial. Puppet. Rainer. They are 100% real clones similar to the original in everything, without any inferiority to being a copy, the only difference you know what it is, they are loyal to me above all. Bacabiel. If you have things like him, why do you want me? Rainer. You see right now I'm recharging my power, because these beauties will soon change the entire multiverse, I need your help, well you don't need to know that, the point is that I will give you more strength than you had before, so accept or I'll leave you here rotting to death. Bacabiel. If I have killed Hyodo Issei with that power well I will do it, give it all to me. Rainer. Smiles you asked for it would slowly introduce her hand into her heart. At that moment Bacabiel's screams of pain could be heard, he did an apostrophe stop, and Rainer would take out his hand from him having finished. Rainer. Well let's go Virgil, he will wake up shortly, he will serve as bait to distract the troublemakers who are approaching and buy time, that is his role, and that is why he will die fulfilling it. 2 hours later. Hate. Shin, how are you? Shin. That guy beat us with one blow, who the hell was he? Hate. I smell something here, a terrifying, disgusting, putrid power. Shin. What are we doing? Bacabiel is not there. Hate. Whatever that guy came for, he did it, there was another presence that arrived shortly after with him, it's dangerous, all my senses say are on. Shin. Me too, they left and I still feel the chill, where do you think Bacabiel went? Hate. It's easy, to complete the work you couldn't do the first time. Shin. What do we do now? Hate. Let's go back to the boss, let's report what happened, something tells me that if we go after Bacabiel he will massacre us. Shin. Come on I feel bad for the werewolf. Hate. Yes, right now Bacabiel has changed more than he can handle alone. Back to the present. People running were seen everywhere, they escaped as fast as they could, that's when Issei arrived on the scene. Issei. Quickly get away from this place. Everyone paid attention to his words, while Issei was left alone in front of a fog that did not let him see. Issei. Bacabiel get out of hell here I am, and I'm ready to give you your revenge, but just so you know, I'm going to destroy you this time without fail, this time I won't make mistakes, so come out Bacabiel. Bacabiel slowly emerged from the fog until he became visible little by little. Bacabiel. Hyodo Issei. At that moment Bacabiel's figure appeared, he was not the same even his hybrid appearance changed, it was something unknown, and his energy would make anyone vomit, Issei knew this time things would be different, little by little Bacabiel turned around until he saw him completely. Its huge body, its more gloomy appearance and its deformed fangs like no other creature in this world. Bacabiel. I'm sorry. Issei. Shocked I don't know if I'll get out of this alive. Greg. This time mate we must go all out. Elsewhere. The portal opens in the middle of the city of Kuo and shows faces known to anyone, since they all had the same name. Issei infamous, we're here now let's go for him. Issei prototype, yes, the faster the better. Issei return of the faction hero, wait I can feel something is not right here she was here. Issei demon hunter, he was definitely here, I can feel residue of the energy of my father's clone. Issei. Return of the faction hero, he came with one of his puppets created with the gems. Issei infamous, she knows that we are chasing her, right, so she must have done something here in order to delay us but that. Issei demon hunter, I think I know the answer, and that's why we must hurry, guys, let's go quickly, we have to find our version of this universe, he may need a little help. Issei infamous, takes out his chain from him let's go then. Issei return of the faction hero, go ahead, I'll stay here, I'll prevent us from having another surprise from Rainer, and we must hurry up to get the other two. Issei prototype, I stay the same, it will be better to avoid them by doing a double play on us. Issei demon hunter, okay, let's go. Takes out his sword from him. Things better not have gotten out of control. Issei infamous, I think that won't be possible to avoid. Season 2 episode 12. Starting point. Issei. Drake, tell me something, how do you think things are going regarding Bacabiel? Drake. Well, in view of that horrendous creature, very bad, I don't think he's healthy. Bacabiel. Hyodo Issei. I will kill you feather shadows. Issei. Tries to block him. Bacabiel. Smiles. But his block is useless, his attack passes through him like paper. Issei. Spits blood what the hell. Greg. Partner use light wolf mode. Issei. I can't with so many people here, they will be in the middle of the attacks, and I could kill more than one innocent person. Bacabiel. Smiles how helplessness feels. Issei. The change in his appearance, voice and behavior is very radical, it is like if you had deleted the person and inserted a different one. Greg. Or don't dodge quickly, mate. Issei. Huh. At that moment he could only see the shadow of Bacabiel's arm straight to his chest. Bacabiel. I will take your heart and remove it with my own hands. Issei. Moves unilaterally to the left. That was close. Looked at the claw scar on his chest. Too close, he almost tore my heart out. Issei. This is a problem, I can't give it my all if there are people in the area who can't protect themselves. Greg. How about we go to an area that is designed for you to fight without restrictions? Issei. Smiles. What would I do without you, Drake? You are the best partner I could ask for. Bicabial. Hybrid art dark fog. Issei. Dodges. If you are thinking of killing me you must catch me first. Runs towards the combat arena. Come here. Bicabial. Hyodo Issei chases him. Devour everything. Issei. His killer instinct is increasing, however. Jumps towards the combat arena. I circa and apostrophe T afford to lose. I am the one who wakes up. I am the dragon beast that protects the infinite and walks to dreams. I will continue my path firmly in the night and in the day. I will protect the peace and those I love. Balance breaker mode light wolf. Issei. Now Bicabial, let's fight as it should be. Bicabial. Rude. Issei. Wolf clan art blood explosion. At that moment, due to the wave and the explosion, Bicabial felt all his organs liquefied and turned into blood. Bicabial. Screams in pain. Issei. It's over in this mode. I just need to use an attack to finish you off. Don't think about it's not possible. The body was regenerating even after that attack. Bicabial. Haha. Issei. What the hell, he should be dead. Greg. There is an external component that made it so you forget, obviously this will not be easy. Bicabial. Regenerating you won't stop me. Dark destruction. Issei. Spits blood. What the hell, where did that come from? Greg. It is a space alteration attack, be careful, the armor will not resist if you receive that more than once. Bicabial. My power is beyond your imagination. Issei. At least I can see what's not corrupted yet. Greg. The desire to kill you is what keeps him from becoming a mindless beast. Issei. This is not good, Drag, I won't be able to keep him online alone, and both the president and Sererg are busy. Bicabial. Now I'll finish this. Issei. Shit, I still haven't recovered from his previous attacks. Bicabial. Raises hand. Die. At that moment a person jumps down from above and begins to recite a chant. I am the one who wakes up. I am the driver who carries the chain of punishment. I will accept the darkness inside me and turn it into the light of protection. I will show everyone a future full of peace. Balance breaker mode dark light. Issei infamous, eternal chain. At that moment a chain wrapped around Bicabial and began to burn him. Bicabial. I release me. Issei. Shocked, it's not possible, you are. Issei infamous, don't worry, there will be time to talk calmly, but you should know that they no longer control me, so I'm on your side. Bicabial. Damn, there is more than one. No, I don't care if there are 100 of you, I will kill you all. Issei. They are strong words but from a voice without will. Issei infamous, stretches the chain and sends Bicabial to the ground, then Raynor did something to him. Issei. Yes, apparently it gave me a lot of problems, when I see it, I'm going to tear it to pieces. Issei infamous, he surely did it with the idea of delaying us, we must kill him quickly. Issei. He is immortal, only I can kill him, I need to give him a direct hit. Issei infamous, I understand, his energy is not infinite, we must attack him until he gets tired. Issei. It will be very difficult even for the two of us. Issei infamous, smiles, but not for three of you. Bicabial. Gets up, damn you, jumps towards them opening his jaw. Devil trigger. At that moment a figure appears burying Bicabial's face in the ground with a pair of blue wings with hands on the tips. Issei demon hunter, takes distance. Sorry for the delay, but there were civilians in chaos, I went in to help them. Issei. Well, you're in time to help us deal with this bastard. Bicabial. Gets up, you don't understand, I am beyond you, I am someone who is above everything. Issei infamous, people like you who think they can do whatever they want with the world just because they have power are very wrong. Bicabial. What? Issei demon hunter, the fact of having power is to help those who do not have it. Bicabial. The strong survive, the weak die, that's the law of the fittest. Issei. With that way of thinking now I see why you turned into a deformed beast. Bicabial. You guys, I'm going to kill you. Issei infamous, try it if you can. Bicabial. Destruction of the angel. Issei. Hits him in the face, don't even believe it. Bicabial. Spits blood, how is it possible? Issei demon hunter, Sparta intermediate art spectral strike. Bicabial. Issei infamous, multiple neon shots. Bicabial. Blocks them with his arms. Issei. Look back, gets on his back from him. Bicabial. Get off, thorns of shadows. Issei. Spits blood, don't even think I'll fucking let you go. Issei Demon Hunter, keep it up takes out his sword. I'm going to burn your intestines, inserts his sword into his belly, setting it on fire. Bakabiel. I. The brutality of his attack was such that fire began to come out of his mouth. Issei infamous, let's see if this works ion vortex. Issei. Separates take that bastard. An explosion occurs in the place where Kakabiel was found, leaving only smoke. Issei Demon Hunter, is he dead? Issei. Sniffs his scent of him no. Issei infamous, be careful. The shot goes out in the direction where the two were. Issei Demon Hunter, dodges. Issei. Dodges him. Issei Demon Hunter, what does it take to kill him? Issei. It's because of his new form. Issei infamous, what did you expect? Raynor turned him into her toy, obviously killing him wouldn't be easy. The smoke showed, Kakabiel's body was completely healthy and cured. Kakabiel. Rude. Issei. We could wait until his energy runs out, but keeping him at bay is not easy, so let's rule out that option. Issei infamous, honestly the most prudent thing is to look for an opening where we can attack him with everything. Issei Demon Hunter, give your werewolf the final blow, you are the only one who can kill him. Issei. Good, but even though it's big, it doesn't show many openings and oversights in vital points. Issei Demon Hunter, then let's create an opening, he can't defend against the three of us at the same time when he attacks. Bakabiel. They're done chattering holds out hand because I'm tired of you and I plan to end this here dark spears. Issei infamous, neon sword how curious deflects his attacks we also think the same. Issei Demon Hunter, I'll give that opening, be ready starts flying towards him. Bakabiel. Die Death Crow. Issei Demon Hunter, the gem's consciousness warned me that I had to face the Kakabiel of my universe one day, but if it is a monster equal to you or worse, then I cannot afford to be weak Sparta intermediate art energy shock hi. Issei infamous, now it's my turn Crimson Judgment hi. Bakabiel. Roars stop resisting destiny. Issei. Destiny we will never let destiny be the one who decides how we will live. Bakabiel. Die. Issei Demon Hunter, I can't hold him back for long. Issei infamous, I'm like this is your chance. Issei. I need to concentrate all the energy, I must do it quickly and precisely begins to surround his fist with energy. Every second, I must shrink the energy more and more, so that when I release it generates an inward implosion, and then it collapses. Release it outwards, to spray it once and for all. Bakabiel. When I'm done with all of you, the people you love the most will follow. Issei Demon Hunter, if you even think. Issei infamous, to hurt our loved ones, then prepare yourself. Issei. To die art of the wolf clan infinite moon hi. Bakabiel. No, this is impossible, there is no way I have invincible power. Issei infamous, the power of one alone does not deserve to be called invincible. Issei Demon Hunter, the true power is that of cooperation, more people united can do something bigger than one person alone. Bakabiel. Shut up. Issei. It's useless, the energy spreads through your body, suppressing itself in each atom and then releasing itself outside, in other words your body is a bomb that will explode without leaving a trace. Looks at it. If you wonder why you have to die, it's because you dared to threaten those I love. Bakabiel. No. I can't die. Issei. Everyone stand down starts walking away. Everyone retreats from the battle zone immediately the building begins to collapse and Kakabiel begins to be destroyed. Bakabiel. I curse them is destroyed. At that moment a ray of purple light begins to shoot to the left, disintegrating Kakabiel's body. Issei. Detransforms. Its overlays down on the ground. Issei infamous, detransforms. But that beam of energy that shot out of her had to be her, she must have prepared everything beforehand. Issei Demon Hunter, detransforms. Then let's go quickly, time is short. Issei. Again I'm sorry to have to disappear without saying anything, laughs. Issei infamous, I do an apostrophe T think it's necessary to leave without saying goodbye points his finger to her. At that moment, you can see Riaz entering the place. Issei. Approaches slowly. I guess it's strange for you to see my other versions, even if I explain the multiverse to you. Riaz. Wow, that's strange, you're leaving again, aren't you? Issei. That's right, they need my help. Riaz. You know that I will be waiting for your return, after all this is your universe, so promise me that you will return immediately and it will not disappear like before. Issei. I promise, I will return to you without detour smile. Issei infamous, you know it's funny, I wonder how the estuary of my universe is. Issei Demon Hunter, are you afraid to come back when all this is over? Issei infamous, I do an apostrophe T know if you'll forgive me, but at least I want to hold his hand again. Issei. Well, let's go. Riaz. Issei wait. Issei. Turns around. Riaz. Kisses him. Issei. Surprised. Rias. Come back quickly, do you want to leaves? Issei. I'll do what I can smiles. At that moment they disappear into a portal and reappear in the human world with the other versions of Issei, which were ready to leave. Issei the return of the faction hero, well now let's go for the others, Rainer must be stopped once and for all. End of season. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching, if you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day, bye.